Hitting go loud now.
All right.
And we're live, everybody. Yay. Hi, guys.
Hi, Stuart. Especially hi, Stuart. It's
Especially hi, Sam. You're like high on monster drinks.
1:30 a.m. Not that I'll be in bed by now, Stuart, but I would normally be tuning down the energy at 1:30 to try not be as... but we're here for you guys, because Stuart also doesn't do stuff. Well, no, you do know your defense. You do late night lives. So this is kind of like a getting to that zone. But for me, it's like, I gotta be awake at 3 a.m.
You can do it.
Thank you. But we only get one more Picard trailer, and there will never be another season of Picard. So you know what? Given Mr. Terran Talis, the stuff he's putting out in theory, I said to Stuart, let's not do one you tonight, me tomorrow, and both of us. Let's just do it. Let's get in the zone, right?
We're here.
We're
here for you guys.
Yes, to talk, to think, to hear your impressions. We're very interested. This is hopefully spreading across the world, and you'll pop in and out as you guys see it, think, and what not.
We already have 3 super chats.
Yes.
Those real quick.
Put your thoughts super chats. We absolutely would love them.
Yes. Preston M. Have fun. I'll catch it after the game. A few people have said they're really into the game, so they'll have to watch this afterwards. So if you're watching this after the fact, hit that super thanks button and show your support that way. We would like to get your support in any way we can.
Is my video gone for you as well?
Your video's frozen for me.
It just went black for some reason. That's weird. Let me unplug the camera. Okay.
Yeah, you're frozen. Anyway, so yeah, hit super thanks if you're just watching this after the fact. But yes, super chat in your thoughts and ideas, and we want to hear them. So
has Skype crashed? I think Skype's crashed.
No, Skype is fine because I'm still talking to you.
Well, yeah, it doesn't mean it hasn't crashed though.
Oh.
Because I can't press any of the buttons, including the hang up.
I can still see myself on the live, so
I know. I can't press the hang up, which means I can't reset the camera. So I'm gonna quit to you and call you back. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Great, thanks Skype. You're a real pal. We're just going to work and you kill it. How annoying are you, sir? Does exist because I'm here. It means unavailable. Why is he unavailable? Okay, but I'm there.
All right, so we're back.
Super chat, Stu. What do people think?
Well, yeah, I was going to say super chat if you're on the live. If you're watching this after the fact because you had to watch the game, super thanks. But yeah, so Preston M.
Hi, Subspace.
Have fun. I'll catch you after the game. Yes, read that one. Sergeant Montgomery, $10. Beverly finds another Picard clone, but it's augmented. She keeps it quiet and now needs his help. Party from the Federation Museum and blows it up. Love Data Golem outsmart Moriarty. Or Lauren Data. The Lord Data Golem outsmarts Moriarty. Wow.
That's a lot. That's a lot of things, Stuart.
He's calling a lot of stuff, so there you go.
And every prediction gone wrong, he owes us a drink.
Sure. Fleet Pod Swiftback, $5. I'm excited. Are you excited? Let's get excited. Share your thoughts and let us know. Hit that like and make sure you are subbed. Yes, please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our content. He throws in another $2 and says, "Yellow eyes on Spiner's character. I smell lore."
Already confirmed for like 3 weeks, 5, 7 weeks, a lot of weeks.
Yeah.
And Stuart, there's a poll as well. We have a poll.
There is a poll. It is, what did you think of the season 3 trailer? Loved it? Liked it? It was okay. Or meh.
And I'm going to start sharing.
And stop stuttering.
Yes, because people need to know we're live, Stuart. Because we want people to come and join and see. So I'll see you in a minute.
It's true. All right, guys. My chance to remind you guys, hit that super chat button and let us know your thoughts. Also hit that like button. We have 36 likes, 69 people here, which is awesome. But I think we can get up to at least 50 likes right off the hop here. So hit that like button if you haven't done so. If you're watching this after the fact, hit that like button as well, just to add to the likes that we already got during the live. So please do that. Don't forget to check out our Patreon, Patreon/Trekyards, or you can join the channel. There's a join button down there. Help us on a monthly basis as well. We want to hear your thoughts, and we want you to be part of the community. So if you want to join, we'd really appreciate that. It's like a small monthly donation to just support the channel and show your support. So you can also head down to the description in every video. There are links to our Teespring and our TeePublic store. We have some really cool Trekyards merch if you want to check that out. We'd really appreciate that as well. So please do what you need to do to help us out. Anything and everything helps. So by all means, we want to keep making this content and talking about this great stuff. And so please help us out in any way that you're able to. Let's see. We're up 46 likes already, guys. That's awesome. We're almost at 50. It's 4 more likes to get to 50. And then next goal will be 80. So let's aim for that 80 right away. Let's just do that. And don't forget to vote on the poll. We have 69 votes so far with 82 people here. Awesome. People are really coming in, which is great. Sergeant Montgomery's like, yeah, my bad. Just thought I'd throw in $10. Well, thank you so much, Sergeant Montgomery. That is very much appreciated. But yeah, all right. We're almost at that 50 likes goal, guys.
Click all them likes. So, Stuart, then, how many times have you seen the trailer?
Once.
Oh, do you want to watch it again?
I guess.
I mean, you probably should, Stuart. More than once. I can do my improv chat with the audience because there's more than once. Come on, Stuart. I've watched it like 3 times.
I haven't had time. I had to set up the live.
I get it. Okay, Stuart. We'll watch his face, but I'm gonna talk about it. So Stuart better take his headphones out so I can talk to you guys rather than he can't because
I can't. So I have to hear you and the fucking trailer. So.
Okay, you listen. I'm gonna low key talk. All
right, you do that.
So vote in the poll right now.
You can talk. It's fine.
I know. I'm reading the chat. Fleetport looks way better than season 1. Better than season 2. Looks much better. Yes. What do you guys think? Did it look better than season 1? Better than season 2? So the season 1 trailer had Jerry and Brent be announced. Season 2 had, I don't remember what was announced. Ships, I think. Oh, my camera died again. What the hell? Great, thanks Skype. You're great. Will my camera activate here? No, or not. Well, I'm going to still talk. Hello. This should have been season 1. Yes, probably. Yes, probably. I am a SC Scout guy. It died again. I don't know why. Yeah, that's what I think of the trailer. Yeah, Colin. Yes, you would. So let us know right on the chat. Spam the chat right now. Did you like it, love it, or meh? Subspace chatter. Got a press screening. Lots of people did. We did not. We did enough videos. It'd be nice if we did. But hey ho. I guess it's a press that you sort of, subscribe to. But we like seeing them week by week as well. I think it'd be kind of, if we didn't have that, we'd lose out on that first reaction goodness. And that's, we like that. So just briefly watching the trailer. I'm going to reload Skype as well. I am. Captain Chili, I am. Yes, I was wrong that. Chip collision was lots of goodness. It blew up. Matt Bullman loved it. SC Scout guy. He liked the trailer. Liked it. Loved it. It was great. Loved it. Please be good. Yes, well, that's the thing. Put in the chat right now. Do you think a good trailer makes a good season? Or do you think this trailer might be giving the best bits or potentially even overselling it? Okay, so Skype has definitely crashed because Stuart is definitely out of the picture. Right, so Skype is being tremendous today. That's great. Thanks, Skype. Oh, goodness. The one night we need it to be effing fantastic, and it is not cooperating with us. Thanks, guys. Okay, come on, load Skype. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, call him again. Call him again. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Stuart. It's weird. It's weird, Stuart. It's weird.
Why did you hang up?
Because you had frozen for ages.
Well, it's because I turned off my camera.
Oh, because I could tell because the Borg thing wasn't working behind you. So you weren't saying anything, you weren't talking, and it had been past the trailer, so clearly you weren't. Anyway.
No, I was still watching the trailer when you hung up. When you called back in, I was still just finishing it. So.
Yeah. Weird.
All right. We got some super chats here.
Please super your thoughts.
The Sprinkles, $5. Ridiculously hyped for this season. Hopefully it lives up to the trailers and isn't just one or two great episodes and a bunch of decent ones like season 2. Yeah, no kidding. Eric Martin, $5. Captain of the Titan, A, looks entertaining. Villain with greasy hair still bugs me. The villain is supposed to bug you, so that's on point for that. But yeah, I'm excited to see this now. Like, lots of ships, man.
Oh my god, Trek Culture's here as well. Yes, Trek Culture, because it's free and it works. It's worked for 8 years. We don't jump ship because there's something new and fancy called Skype. Tish.
Called Zoom.
That's what I meant to say. I just couldn't say it because I'm too old school. All right, Stuart. And of course, go watch Trek Culture's apparently detailed breakdown, despite being released 5 minutes after the trailer came out. So, Stuart, now what do you think of Trekyards season 5, 12? We've done many of these. Trailer, what do you think? Go.
I already said lots of ships. I'm excited to see this. It had a good pace to it. I wish there were one or two little more reveals in there, but we saw Moriarty, we saw Lore, so that's awesome. Geordi, looks like he's captain of something. We saw the starbase and then we saw Geordi, so but they tend to do that in trailers to kind of mislead us. So yeah, I'm excited. Still not convinced honestly about the villain, but we'll have to see how that plays out. It's got to be a good villain to have a good story. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. So how about you? What did you think?
Yeah, it's my two comeaways were, one, great music. A lot of these tracks, I've heard that's from the actual, that is made by the same team that made the project. So it's not just, here is score from X company into trailer. That's a kind of symbolic of what it might be like. And I like the music. It was sort of Trekky but not, modern but not, and yet still felt right. So that was really good because I like music in things. I thought it was a good trailer because you didn't learn anything. What did we learn? But it was enjoyable. You felt, because remember they had the season 2 wasn't going so well. They released the season 2 TNG cast back. We learned nothing except their appearance. Then we did a trailer where we saw their faces, and then they're building up as they go. So this one I felt like we saw lots more of the cast, as in there wasn't necessarily scenes of them, but they weren't hiding their appearances. So it felt like they're in many scenes because we saw them without them hiding their, they're only in one scene. We must keep that scene a secret, So I liked that vibe. Although no Worf, no notable Worf moment, but I guess he was in the last trailer. So an enjoyable trailer for sure. Didn't tell me much. Also the space shots, bloody improvement from season 2. Hell improvement from season 1. I mean, that Earth shot with a fleet, bright, clean, nice. It's not much to ask for, Stuart. Bright, clean, nice. The revert. I mean, we saw it in the teaser, but the spiral down shot was gorgeous. Great pacing, great lighting, really, really good. Having now some experience with a Titan, I know it's kind of its flow. That was great to see. It's kind of weird to watch the trailer and be like, oh, new shots. We got that wrong. We got that right. That's good. We got a lot right, actually. I was quite proud of that. Texturing, though, still simple. It was good. But I didn't. Last trailer we learned something. Like you said, there was no reveals. I was certainly waiting at the end for there to be another gut punch of a moment. Maybe. I mean, I'm kind of going to a big ramble here. But super chats. People say what you think. The last shot where Riker and Picard are in the shuttle. If that looks like the same shot from the last trailer, where they're in a dry dock or in a space dock, but there's phaser fire on it for some reason, which seems like an audio lie. Like if that had then done the reverse and seen the E out the window, like in a museum, in a dry dock, like that is what it feels like scene's leading towards. If that had been the final bump, that I think would have given us a thing. But apart from that, yeah.
Yeah, it was good seeing it looked like the Stargazer was in that fleet as well as
some Stargazer class.
Yeah, so
Which
it was good
look at
seeing
as well.
the fleet shots for sure. You're right, the music was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about what I said?
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of one that want a little bit more reveals. But that's just me. I like spoilers don't really bother me that much.
Yeah.
To be fair. But I think it was very well done. The pacing was awesome, and it made you excited to see it. So it did its job. That's exactly what it was meant to do. So I can't wait to talk about it in a little bit more detail.
And it still kind of kept to the. It feels, again, you say this all the time, the trailers normally the first few episodes, because normally, as in the previous Trek, they hadn't finished making the season by the time the trailer comes out. But we know the full season's complete. The first 6 went out to screeners. That's a lot of the season finished. There's only 10, so that's most of it. So this trailer could be from anywhere, and yet it still feels like it's, the battle with the Shrike, is that what it's called? Like, that feels like episode 3, one episode. Where's, you know what I mean? Where's the rest of the season going? It's the same sort of sequences we're seeing, just a little bit more of. Well, that can't be the whole season. So what are we not seeing? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot in here. So I mean, it'll be a Moriarty thing. I don't know how that fits into all this, but it's a good hook for me anyway. So let's see. We got a few more super chats.
Yes.
Eric Martin, $5. The Trust No Online gave me conspiracy TNG vibes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, from Beverly. Yeah. And Fleetpaw, $5. Is it bad that I want Worf to unalive Raffi in their fight? Oh no, they do fight in this trailer, and I'm not super fond of her character. I'm not the biggest Raffi fan either, but there's a weird shot of her eye with something's happening to it.
Taking drugs, I think, is the assumption.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to do the hardcore illegal shit when you're on a deep cover mission to blend in. I saw an interview with a cop that was in a high-end drug ring in England, and he was like banging prostitutes, doing blow. He got addicted to cocaine for like 5 years. Like, really messed him up. But he helped take down a giant crime ring, and then like obviously the police had to pardon him of massive illegal crime because well, I was doing my job. I was doing coke off prostitutes' tits every other week. But I was told so I'm assuming that's something similar, that she hasn't gone off the wagon. Is that very interesting really? Or is she doing a undercover task?
Not to me. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that is drugs. That's the first thing that I thought too.
Yeah, but, space drugs.
Could be changing her retina to pass a retina scan.
Yeah. So we know she's a hacker. So yeah.
Yeah. 147 people here, which is amazing, guys. Hit that like button.
Yes.
We only have 78 likes. Let's try to get 100 likes.
Tish, yes.
We can do that easily. If you're watching after the fact, don't forget to super thanks.
Yep.
Anyone that's here now, super chat. We want to hear your thoughts. Anything you noticed in the trailer or things you want us to talk about, we're here to do just that. So let us know.
And this is the end of the month, so any super chats will be massively welcome after our Christmas break. So we'd love to see those numbers bump up. Let us know what you think. And Trek Culture, first let us know who you are that's running the account right now. And what would you give this trailer out of 10 warp cores? Yes. So before we dive into it, what do you think was the number one epic thing in it for you, before we then go through sort of shot by shot? Like the first reaction thing. The fleet, okay.
The fleet, yeah. The fact that we already saw that shot of the Enterprise F. It's just an extended shot now with the fleet there, so I thought that was pretty interesting.
It was. So it looks like every time my Windows moves like monitor, it kills my video, which kills Skype. That's a hell of a problem to have. I was just trying to load Premiere.
Yeah, because you're frozen on my end now.
What a stupid thing to be. I did just it made me update Skype before I loaded it to break it.
Oh, Skype.
Oh, Skype. What the hell? Okay, let me just load in the screen caps and I'll call you back in a second. I'll try. You talk to people.
All right. Well, guys, we'll get this sorted. We'll be back in just 1 second after he hangs up and fixes this.
Oh, this message from Stuart.
Yes, I will read your super chats when I get back, but please stick around. We're going to go through the trailer scene by scene, and well, it's not a scene per se, but we'll have a few screenshots and we'll discuss the things we see, and we want to get your input as well, so that's really important. So keep talking. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about.
And this will be a time capsule as well. You know, before we see the film or the episodes, you know, what do people think at the time? Fresh. You know, never do you really get things like as they were coming out. Part of that legacy. That's right now. So your 2 cents will be there forever. All right, I'll call you back. Indeed. Goodbye, Stuart.
We'll be right back, guys.
Oh yes, the cancel button will cancel. I'll have to quit you again. Oh, dear me. Okay, let's load in again for Stuart. I just can't go off the Bullerman thing. That's a stupid problem to have, isn't it, guys? And Zoom be no better, because I would have to be swapping every once in a while. Oh, no, that still isn't going. But yeah, vote in the poll, guys, and we'd love to know what your favourite thing of the trailer is. Because do people have the same favourite things? That is the question. That is not even loading up anymore. That's interesting. Why? Why are you not even loading? That is... Okay, now it loaded up. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ah. Oh my goodness. It's even got no buttons.
Well, that took a ridiculously long amount of time. Don't want to lose people.
Well, it wouldn't let me load in, so...
Oh, 163. Hit that like button. We're still at 100 likes yet.
Yes.
All right, we got some super chats. Sergeant Montgomery throws in $2. This is the end of the month, my friends. Super chat.
Mm-hmm.
He also said his bank account's going to get flagged for super chats. That happens. That's how it happens sometimes. People super chat too much. The bank thinks it's fraud. But it's only happened like twice in the whole time we've been doing this. So, Sean T, $1, so thank you. And Mark Lawrence throws in $10. Good to see you, Mark. Just popping in from Universal Studios to say hi and put in my like.
Well, hey, enjoy. Colin, why is Lawrence in staff uniform? Why isn't he normally in staff uniform? That's the question. Everyone's going to staff uniform.
He probably stole it. I don't know.
He killed an entire crew. You know. There you go.
So many answers.
So many answers. All right. So we start with a shot we've always seen before, but Annika Hansen is now commander of the Stargazer, which is a somewhat ridiculous level of promotion given ostensibly 1 year ago she was a renegade Orion pirate sort of thing trying to help the Wick. But clearly it's the people saying, yeah, we didn't like her being what she was in season 1 and 2. Let's reset that because we actually wanted to do something useful, and it feels it, and I love it because Annika should be doing great things.
I love the way the trailer kicked off too with the balls aiming missile.
Oh yes,
that was great.
Why's that
great little touch.
Why's not that first shot? Yeah.
And Burnsy 3210 says, "I've decided it's rubbish. There's no Cole Meany."
Well, if that's the measure of quality, then most shows are rubbish. I mean, but it's a terrible measure of quality. Let's be honest. I mean, okay. Battlestar Galactica, rubbish. No Cole Meany. It's like, okay, well. Okay.
I know what he means. And, yeah, I would love to see Chief Brian come back for sure. So, Picard gave her a field commission in season 2. Yes, we're aware. And she does have time served on Voyager, so just seems like it's little silly.
The field promotions can be undone by admirals. You know, they're only field until the person above them says, "Yeah, that doesn't make sense." So, you know,
until the emergency's over.
And it's like not like you can field promote somebody, like, and that's now their career path forever. A captain can't promote an ensign to commander, field promotion, and that's stick. Now they're suddenly a commander at 22. Like as soon as they get back to Earth, it'll be under review. They'll lose that field promotion because it's a temporary thing, and they'll go through a thing. You don't want. Otherwise, Janeway could have made Ensign Kim, second in command, day 2. So there's not really how. At least in Trek, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Brian Donaldson, member for 9 months at the rank of Admiral. Thank you so much for your service,
incredible.
Admiral.
Thank you.
Absolutely love the trailer, but we've been misled before. I am definitely hopeful that third time's a charm. Hopeful, but cautious. As we say here, cautiously optimistic. Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
But we've heard lots of good things. So
Yes, we have.
yes, indeed.
And it is okay. That's right. Okay, that's where it starts. But yeah, the whistle's great.
This shot of 7 with the crew in the hallway looks really good. The uniforms look nice. I like the stripes on the pants, actually.
Yeah, and we saw the whistle thing back in, God, months ago. But it symbolizes a sense of back to form. No, it was only ever used obviously in one film really. Although I think TNG they did use a whistle once, but it was a sci-fi version. It was smaller.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if this is a testament of things to come, because the design is almost identical to the point of, oh, it's the same. After a very long time.
No, it's one of those things. It's a tradition. It would just stay the same. It's one use, essentially.
Unless you were a Picard Season 1 or Discovery person, you just say, well, that was different. But it did, yes. Yeah, the crew looks fantastic. And that uniform, it does work. You know, it held up.
I love the whole Admiral on the bridge. Oh, and Captain, too. There's Riker's there.
Yeah.
That was a nice little touch.
And I noticed that the Captain Riker, he's in 2 uniforms in this thing. He's in one that's not leather, because this clear is not leather, and the other one he's in full leather. So I'm assuming this is his standard outfit, because this is a pre giant world-ending conundrum, and then the full leather one is when he's with the entire TNG crew. I'm guessing that's the secondary adventure where it's like we have to go renegade and something. Because it's like more uniforms. They're both brand new uniforms. Like I'm just thinking, another new uniform, just wearing Admiral's uniform. What is he? Is he something mega special? I don't know. Or new captain's uniform. Like because Seven is in the. They didn't change the uniforms except he's in a new uniform. You know, confusion.
He'd be like a fleet captain now or something. Who knows?
Well, he was retired on a planet eating pizza like 2 years ago, so who the hell knows what he's doing?
Yeah. Paul Graham throws in $20.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks so much, Paul.
We need him. Thank you.
Just a quick stop in to drop a like, a super chat, and excited to see this trailer and show. Admiral Janeway probably confirmed her promotion. Recapture. Sure. Needs a few people for the business team, including a business fundraiser. There you go. Check out Recapture. Yeah. Thank you, Paul.
And Razor, do you think Seven is truly ready for command? Yes, she is. Command level responsibilities. I mean, she should have been in Starfleet 15 years ago. She wanted to be. She should have been. Yeah. That was Picard Season 1 writers that made her not. That's it. That's the only reason why. Now, the fact that they instantly made that joke line, welcome to the bridge, Captain Admiral, instant humour.
Which is good.
Very good. Because, remember, first season, Picard was dour, sour, and dark. Season 2, Seven, they got problems. Like, that is gentle, it's light, it's fun, it's very in character. It's right, you know? That's how I would imagine those 3 acting together. Good.
Yeah. Don't make it all dark and dour the whole time. We need some levity in there. So it's a good balance in Star Trek. So let's keep that up. Let's get that back.
Especially as Riker's always thrown levity in to help diffuse situations. Always. Him and Geordi. So if you got them in the scene, you'd think they'd pull that in. Now, Picard, not so much, and Seven, definitely not so much, but that's obviously decades ago. But these team, yeah, for sure.
Yes, indeed. The sets still look a little dark, but I think the whole thing's going to be dark by the looks of this trailer.
I'm having to brighten everything up.
Exactly.
Just to show people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 159% brightness because you can't see anything. Yeah. I mean, it does look the same. We kind of knew from the previous stills. Would have been nice if they'd done something more than just make it darker. We know that in TNG they made the D bridge look like the All Good Things bridge. Yes, the Enterprise bridge and the Parallels bridge. They could have, added a new door to the back, like a different frame structure to make it feel different. They could have changed the total doors, but that would have been something. Changed some lightings. Maybe covered up some of the ones in the floor in the steps. If you cover up some of them, you change how it flows. Maybe the side ones, just make the middle, like little things. But
yeah. But they knew they were going to be using this bridge. But yes, I would have liked some changes for sure.
At least the darker makes it less reflective. Like notably, it feels less because the light's not being bounced as much, which I guess is good. I mean, it looks less obnoxiously reflective. But yes, he's the Stargazer. Welcome to the new captain, who I do not know from anything. Do you know from anything? He's a known actor, apparently.
No, I don't, actually.
He was quite
I don't have that still, so. Oliver Lavery Farag, member for 7 months at the rank of captain. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This trailer got me really hyped. The intro saying that it will be a dull trip made me laugh, and the comedy between Picard and Riker looks great too. Yes, we need the levity back, as I said.
And a Hezraz, no rug because it's easier to vacuum. You've either got to mop it, like you get the dirt and now you got to mop it. Vacuum is quicker than a mop. You just go over it, it's done. It's way quicker with a carpet than a shiny surface.
You wouldn't mop it necessarily. You could just use a broom and just.
Yeah, but you need to get the skid marks, like the people's footsteps.
Well, that's true.
Like you actually need to like wipe it and clean it.
You're absolutely right, actually.
Because we know that every day, like we heard this horror story, like they had to like.
It's a future material.
Well, then make a future carpet that won't stain either. I mean, it's a non-argument, right? Either way, it's non-argument. Anyway.
BJ Turon, member for 27 months at the rank of commander. It's dark because showrunners from the Mirror Universe.
Jeez.
Oh, that's okay.
Pretty dark.
Can't be bright. Hurt his eyes. Yeah, I don't know this captain guy, but he does seem like a bit of a character for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's gonna probably die, and somebody else is gonna have to take command of the ship.
I mean, there's die and there's die. You can be doing a mission, you can be sent away, you can be hurt. You know, it'd be sad to introduce a character to kill him. Like I say, he's a known actor. I believe they said he was in Terran Tass's last show, 13 Monkeys, as a known character.
Oh.
And he's got quite a captain look. I mean,
for sure.
I always quite like the white and dark beard combo. I don't know how people do that. It's like, that's just your face, but it's quite a, it's quite a unique way of growing a beard. But Stuart, we reached 200 votes in the poll. I'm going to do a new poll. So the results are, what did you think of the season 3 trailer? 51% loved it, 28% liked it, 14% okay, and 8% meh. I bet if you went to the previous trailer, those are better metrics. As in this one now. So awesome. Awesome stuff.
Well, while he's doing a new poll, guys, we have 220 people here, which is awesome. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. 119 likes. I think we can get up to 200 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, give it a like. We'd really appreciate that. And Hezraz, who's been a member for 29 months at the rank of commander. Thank you, Commander, for your service. No idea what is going on. Looking forward to season 3. The trailer doesn't tell a lot, honestly. The villain intrigues me a bit because I don't know who it is. I mean, we'll figure that out rather quickly, I would imagine. But is there just one story for the whole season, or is it like 2 stories? I don't know.
But we'll get
the lore and Moriarty thing. I don't know if it ties in. Interesting to see.
But we'll certainly get to that one in a little bit. But I'm excited. He seems fun, and again, light-hearted. The idea that we're starting the season on a really gentle note. The calamity of season 2, as in universe, is past. They can now just go on a tour of a ship. So much of a chill tour that both Picard is not scarred by his past or dating Talon. Talon? Is that her name? What's her name?
Yeah.
Laris. Not Talon. Laris.
Oh.
Dating
Talon was the alternate.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, yeah. He's not dating Laris enough to be retired on Earth again, and Riker's back in Starfleet again, because he wouldn't come out for a ship. It is a Titan, obviously, but no, maybe. But it's nice.
The whole thing with this won't be as exciting as you're used to. Explosions and blowing things up.
Bum.
Perfect for the trailer.
It's gonna be gentle. Bum. Be boring for you old men. Bum. It's like, well, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first action beat is, I think, quite a late piece. It's the Titan firing red phasers. Phaser beams, guys. Phaser beams. On the striking ends are phasers too, because you can see the back of the nacelles. I do think in Picard season 2 they used pulsers again, and it was annoying. pretty sure. Because the Vulcan
Can't
reused
remember.
ships definitely used pulses. La Serena, I believe, did. I think even like the Steamroller stuff did. So phasers again, good. I like me some phasers.
Yeah, I have no problem with them being able to do pulse, but
Yeah,
you need to
both.
beam every once in a while. So yeah.
I mean, fire both simultaneously. Now, do you think in this battle with the Shrike, that seems to be the thing of the season, that's what gets the captain hurt?
Yeah, I think it's going to start off pretty like mundane, like they're just doing a inspection tour or something, and they get called to action because they're the only ship in the quadrant. And during the battle, the person that's after Picard, is attacks the ship and maybe kills or wounds the captain. So yeah, I think maybe.
Although, what if they're after the Titan captain? Twist. And then he gets hurt, and then Picard's take over and save the ship.
I don't think they'd do that though. They got to make it about Picard.
But he's the one saving the day though. Like he rises to the occasion, and he's the one has the great idea.
It makes sense. It's just they're not going to do that. It's going to be about Picard. It's not going to be anybody after the Titan captain.
Yeah, but the last two were about Picard, and look how well that went.
I just know how things are going to go.
No, I'm saying that could be a possibility to try if they want to like.
Oh yes, it would be a great
if they want to
possibility.
shift the paradigm a bit, especially if she's after Titan captain and then Picard's there, and it's like Jean-Luc Picard as well. I can kill him as well, and Riker and 7 of 9. I thought you were at Starfleet. I thought I killed you last week at the First Rangers.
No, it's a vendetta against Picard. So.
But what? Why? Who? Why?
Don't know.
Huh?
That's the mystery.
There's the mystery. Then you get ship with people being sparked.
Sparked. Okay.
Well, they won't get exploded. And then you get Riker on ship with phaser in stun mode, which I appreciate. I'm guessing this is Beverly's medical ship, a la other scenes.
Well, you're way off script for me because I only have the stills and I don't know where we are.
I'm on the stills, but I'm going in order ship. I'm on the Riker still. I'm
I don't even
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stills in. From the actual start of the stills.
It's just the Titan and warp.
Yeah, yeah. No, the stills start when because I got thumbnail stills, as you can imagine. I sent you everything. I wasn't thinking. So the stills that's live actually start at the whistle. Well, I had to find out too. So the first time the whistle appears, that's number 1. That's why
that makes sense.
Yeah. It's like I say, Riker with a phaser. I appreciate stun mode. Every phaser was always in kill mode, and you don't notice it until you know what that phaser does. And it's like everyone's killing everyone.
Yeah.
I must go kill again. Okay,
great. Is it blackout again? Because you just frozen on my end. Fleet Pass Swiftback, $2. I still hate these new hand phasers. Yeah, I do too. I'm not a huge fan of them, honestly. The way Riker's holding it, it looks like it should be. Like it's facing towards them almost.
But they're like Star Trek 6 phasers, Stuart. They're like guns. You like those?
I don't like this design though, so I don't know what to tell you. It's not like a Star Trek 6 phaser at all. But okay.
But I mean, like it's a Star Trek 6 phaser, not a phaser, in that it's using the form factor of 6 versus a phaser. You know what I mean? Even if it's not stylistic like it, it's the gun type.
Well, I don't like it though. So.
No, it's fine. Yeah. See you in a second. Again. My goodness. What a weird thing to do. Wasn't Joy's eyes fixed in Insurrection Nemesis? Yes. With prosthetic eyes. That's exactly right how it should be. With the other eyes. It's great. They look exactly the same. As they should. Well, and they can be improved, but... Boom.
All right.
Is my face going to appear?
Don't know.
Yes, no, yes. It's flashing. Why is it flashing?
There it goes.
Oh, there it goes. That's weird.
Yeah, so anyway.
Oh, new poll as well, Stuart.
Ooh, new poll. Go vote on the new poll.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most excited for this trailer? The ship shots, Picard, USS Titan A.
Oh my goodness.
Riker.
Well, that's a Trekyards poll and a Trekyards result, apparently.
That's good.
Goodness. But keep super chatting, guys. We're going to still be here as long as you guys are super chatting. So keep putting some fives in, etc. A bit light for what appears to be a giant moment. Kind of expecting a few more. So put in your fives and let us know what you think. Then we have something going pew, red, explode, boom. And Picard is shooting. Now, what I like about the Picard and Riker subplot, it seems whatever ship they go on, this is such a low bar, really. But Beverly's ship seems to have, if it's that ship, real TNGL cars behind it, just sleeked up a bit, but the right colours. So it just like feels so much nicer as a colour scheme. It's like, well, that's how L cars look at their creamiest.
The creamiest.
And it tells you it's an old ship. Like, that's all you have to do. By old, I mean TNG era. But that's all you have to do, right? Just even the same damn interface, just that colour palette tells you. It's very clever.
Guys, 222 of you here, only 140 likes. Let's get those likes up to 200. I think we can do it. Tish. You guys haven't hit the like button yet.
Tish. Now, T3RT1ARY. I would like more interesting original characters. Ooh, discuss, Stuart. Discuss.
I don't know what they mean specifically.
Rather than the TNG cast, like actually new characters versus just relying on the old characters.
Oh, well, they did that already in season 1.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted it. Or not a lot of people wanted it. And it didn't work out so well for season 2 either. So they just decided to just fire all those actors, which is a shame.
I mean, he's being hyperbolic, but that's in essence what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a shame because I actually started to like some of those characters and I would have liked to see them back. But at the same time, I did want to see basically a TNG season 8 from the beginning of this show. And we're finally getting that now in season 3. So,
well, it's like saying you only have one more chance with Patrick. Do you want to blow it on people that you barely like and will have okay stories that you won't remember in 20 years, or the TNG cast coming back? I mean, there's no competition in any way, and you can't have both. But the fact is, this isn't old Trek. You have 10-episode seasons that are heavily story-focused. We learned very little about Rios in 10 episodes. It wasn't about him. We learned very little about Daj and Zoji. Like, personality traits, because they died. But, I mean, you know, like there was so little learned. Season 2, even less about all the characters. So, yes, you could see more of them, but they weren't developed enough because there were only 20 episodes of stories that weren't about them, really. A lot of them. But the TNG cast will bring all that depth and character and emotion and weight. You know, seeing Elnor discuss with Seven is going to be like, okay. Versus Seven with Riker is like, this is 30 years of deep. And you can have we have new characters in Prodigy and Lower Decks, but they failed to give us new good characters in Picard. Failed hardcore. So, you know, the last chance for Patrick, let's not waste it. And they haven't. They've gone proper. They've gone full on. And we've got to thank Terry for organising it, because they could easily have had, you know, 3 of the 6 and been amazing. Like, any number would have been great. Or just Riker and Worf and Geordi, main characters back. But everyone, right? It's major.
Good shout out there. I thought Picard always fired his phaser right-handed. Yeah, this is a left-handed phaser draw. Huh. Could have just been at that side and he picked it up. Who knows?
And yeah, good writers can get you to care within 20 minutes. Yes, but 20 minutes inside a big, dense story, and then a good character could be an okay character. I mean, you can't... Well, I mean, the captain we really like within one trailer. But, you know, the show isn't going to continue, so maybe new things after, but...
Sergeant Montgomery, $2. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Phaser looks like it blocks melee weapons. Because of the handguard?
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. Interesting idea.
And Dustin says, is Dr. Captain Beverly Crusher's ship an Olympic-class Pasteur? No, it's a ship we'll see in a second. We saw in the previous trailer. It's not the Pasteur. Would have been nice, but no. And here is a ship, though, Stuart.
Snatched and into another ship.
Oh, this was impressive.
Yes. This got me a little bit like, oh, damn.
And yeah.
Yeah. Is that, I don't even know, is that the Titan that it's crashing into? It kind of looks like it.
Well, based on context clues, it's the same Nebula vibe. Looks like the Titan, and that's Beverly's ship. So I guess this is the culmination of that set of sequences. Maybe the aliens get aboard, create a ramming speed, and then do
or
this.
They just whip it into the Titan with a tractor beam or something.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's actually very good. It's still got power, so I'm not sure what to think. But yeah, this is a really nice moment, and you can imagine having, an episode, 2 episodes, trying to find Beverly, find the ship, find a stasis. Vroom, Shrike comes in. I love that. Tractors it, and then one shot, the Titan's damaged. Yeah, one giant impact. I mean, and it kind of makes a bit of a joke of Nemesis as well. Let's do a Nemesis, but reverse Nemesis.
I thought the same thing.
Bit. But it's true. Shields are not designed for kinetic energy the same way as physical. That's a really, really good idea.
General Grievous says that's a steam runner. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I mean, it's of a similar ilk, but no, it's Beverly's ship with the lunar cells. But yeah, it's a really good shot. Although interestingly, I know the Titans, because when we built this, we were like, doesn't really make sense. The windows on the rim are refit scale, but they're not a refit scale ship. So it's hard to work out scale from that. But you can see it, like, it's not even the size of the saucer. So it's a small ship, which I love. I like when the ships are smaller. And I'm guessing it's a medical designated freighter ship, etc. But yeah, really, really nice moment. Because it really, going far, I like it.
Yes. George Mangrum was Diana at the helm. Oh, I mean, possibly, but we're not gonna go there.
And BG Churn, I'm not impressed by CG ships crashing anymore. Overused trope made possible with CG. Doesn't mean it can't be shot well. I mean, that was a well shot, like, it was a nice crash. Yeah, it's not gonna be, it's not gonna break. It's not gonna be Avatar 2.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good.
And Space Thing Reckoning, it feels like the show's going in reverse. Season 1 should have been familiar faces with a few new ones, and by season 3 we have fleshed out the characters alongside the new ones. Yes, I totally agree with you 1,000%.
Yep.
It would have been a much better idea. Yes.
Yeah, and we said, or bring like 2 or 3 back each year. Season 1's a medical storyline. Beverly and Troy. Season 2 is an action storyline. Worf and LaForge. Season 3 is an everything storyline. Bring everyone back in references. Yeah, I mean, many percent agree with that. Yes. Then it's more bridge stuff. Again, lots of Orange Nebula. Everything's about the nebula. And I'm noting that it's in the reflection in the floor. And given the ship is a that this would suck to CG in with all these people in the way. So I'm guessing they had a TV or LED wall as the view screen, which would be very impressive.
I would imagine so.
I'd imagine so too. I don't remember ever hearing that in season 2, but they were on the bridge for like 30 minutes. So I mean, it was space, but that must be interactive because that'd suck. You can do it, but it'd suck. More Annika.
And then the Enterprise F, which we've already seen this shot, but then they extend the shot.
Yes.
To include a fleet, which I really liked.
And could you re-watch this bit and release the dialogue, please? Because it's pretty important, I believe. While people soak up the shot. If that'd be okay. And I can vamp. Otherwise they'll hear me on live, so. And yes, Carmen, that ship is basically another John Eves unused ship. They often do that because, John's designs do that. What's the ceiling? Don't know. Oh, it's just a complicated ceiling.
Yeah, there is something coming. Some kind of attack. Starfleet could be the target.
And that's Worf or Riker says that? I thought it was Worf, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's Worf.
So that's basically a bit of the scene. Now it's interesting because look in this again. They look like they're in a circle formation. That doesn't look random. Don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more formation-y than it could be.
Yeah.
And we appear... read about the strip.
We got some Sovereigns there. We got Stargazer class. Quite a few Sovereigns, actually. 2 Stargazer classes. It's really hard to tell because it's not crisp, but...
Yeah, they've got in a previous trailer we saw they just took Stargazer, took off the bottom nacelles. It's a new class, so we have 2 of those, which it changes the mission, it changes the profile so much. That's okay. I mean, the Soyuz, the Miranda, the other Miranda, the other Miranda, the other Miranda, the land. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. But the fact that Sovereigns are still this big, sure they're not the newest ship in the fleet, but clearly highly respected still. And you'd think you'd keep the Sovereigns refitted to keep up with current tech. Like, it's such a good space frame for maneuverability, for weapons. Do it.
Yeah.
But is this like the end of the season? It's kind of implied by the F maybe being a heroic thing. Jumping at the end has kind of been, because they've said, don't expect to see a lot of the F. Okay, that might be flashbacks, might be whatever.
And Putin's cat says, why the F is Data there? That's lore, so not Data.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, seeing this fleet shot was really nice. I saw the Enterprise F shot, and I'm like, seriously, again, they're going to show it? And then it just kept going. And I'm like, oh, okay. I like that. Don't know why the Enterprise F isn't necessarily leading the fleet, considering that it's the flagship, because it's the Enterprise still. But, maybe it's just joining, so it's just catching up.
I mean, they could have left first. It could be catching up in this process. It's fine.
Yeah,
but I know a lot about space CG. Fair to say, just nice, bright, crisp Earth. Like, you can see the contrast areas. There's still a white and a black highlight area. Like, you can feel it, but it's nicer, it's cleaner, it's simpler, and it looks more real in a sense, right?
Yeah.
I do kind of wish for like a Defiant or an Akira. We know they've had an Akira. We know they have the stow ships. I'm guessing honestly this shot will move and be even bigger. I'm guessing. And in fairness, this might be a red herring. This might be them racing to space dock to the fireworks sequence.
Could be.
Because other things happening,
Mm-hmm. General Grievous, member for 16 months at the rank of captain.
Amazing.
Season 2, they hype up Starfleet teaming up with the Borg to stop a galactic level threat. Then they drop that for a new threat of the week. It was a bit frustrating.
Different showrunner, different story, different payoff, different mode. I mean, this is,
Yeah.
It wasn't Terry's story that ended up being. And it wasn't Michael Chabon's story. This is Terry's real story.
Yeah, Terry's episodes in season 2 were the best of them, so
yes.
Let's be fair.
Yeah, he made episodes 1, he wrote episodes 1 and 2, and he helped with episode 3. What are the best episodes, Stuart? In what order?
1, 2, and 3, and then the last one was pretty good in some spots.
Which also had stuff Terry shot. Or at least
yes.
moving into what Terry shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Terry, why'd you leave? Oh, you had to make this season. Well, thank you.
Which is interesting, because if he had to make this season, like the lead-up time in 2, it requires quite a lot of work. But no, this was nice. And I'm do you want to see a giant fleet battle? Is that going to be interesting?
Yes.
Okay.
Battles are always great if they're done well, like DS9 did a lot of ones.
Yeah, but it won't be like that. It'll be all pew-pewy and blah.
Yeah.
So I kind of like it being more streamlined. I think they could do simpler battles better. But that's just, whatever.
Yeah.
We got the ship. Yep.
Yeah, the alien ship coming up on the Titan.
Which, again, believed to be a Star Trek Online race, which is great.
Yes.
No, it's not the Titan, that's Beverly's ship. Which is nice.
No.
I mean, I've always liked that design. Now, the next shot, this is where we get into some Brave New Worlds shit. So, on ship, presumably Beverly's ship, we have Riker in one of his uniform variants, coming down to see... Well, that must be Beverly in the pod, because that looks like the pod. So this is a... And, doesn't this look like the console that Terry shared on Twitter? The look, we're classic L cars. That was like in a random corner.
Older ship.
Yeah. Because totally... Actually, yeah, that's a view screen in the front, isn't it? That's a view screen with blinders on, which is fine. Helm and whatever nav. You got that... Recognize it, those white grills that are from the TNG. Yep, everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beverly's in cryopod in the bridge. I'm going to get it's the bridge. Okay, this shot got cooler since I started talking about it. Who the hell is this kid, though? Because he's not been in any trailer, any promotional material. He's here randomly. He's 30s?
Yeah.
I mean, Trek is hard to know age, but I'd say 30s. He's with Beverly. For me, it's the trailer telling us, is asking us to ask the question: is this Picard's secret child?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Because I mean, it was a lot of years since Nemesis. I mean, if Beverly got pregnant straight after Nemesis, let me look at dates, Stuart. Because I mean, hey.
Somebody asked in the chat, is that the medical symbol below the view screen? I can see why you'd say that, but no, it's just sequence of buttons. But it does look like the medical symbol for sure.
Now, why did you think it could be Picard's secret child?
Because I'd like to assume that they had a relationship, and perhaps she didn't tell him about it. I mean, we've joked on and off that Wesley should be secretly his kid, and she knew that, but Jack didn't. But then that would make Picard kind of a worse person in retrospect because he slept with Beverly when she was with Jack. I don't know.
Or maybe they're on a break like friends.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if he has a kid, somebody that can carry on the Picard name, because that's been an ongoing thing even in generations. Like, he's the last Picard. He didn't have any kids, so when he dies, that's the end of that line essentially. So
it's really freaking depressing.
Yeah, that'd be a nice, like, way to move on with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, this kid might be an antagonist at first and not know what's going on or who they are, but I think he's going to eventually, turn and be a good guy.
So the math doesn't really line up given his age, because his face is a bit too... 24 he'd have to be if Beverly got pregnant in Nemesis. It doesn't look 24 to me, especially in Trek world. He looks in his easy 30s. Because I can imagine, seriously, that, Beverly, after losing Data... Oh, can you imagine a de-age scene of Beverly and Picard after Nemesis? Like, he goes straight from his scene on Nemesis into that, that night. He's like, Beverly, I've been drinking the champagne of Data's loss. Time is precious, and we have not made the most of it. Come here, sweet cheeks. And they start making out, and then cut 24 years later. Father! What? It was one night, Beverly. One night, damn it.
Later in the trailer, though, she's talking to him, and he looks like he's in his the estate, the vineyard. Right. And I think she's the one that contacts him on the old TNG communicator. Because in the past trailer, that was like the mystery. Who's contacted me on this old communicator?
Yeah.
Who has this frequency? So, and then the other trailer made it seem like it was the bad guy, or the lady, the villain.
Oh, I thought it was Geordie, but that was just a side note.
No, I assumed it was the villain. But this one, with the way they have that dialogue later in the trailer, it seems like it might be Beverly.
Well, it makes sense, especially if you're on a TNG L-class ship. I can buy the tech differential. It's a small thing, but space thing. Why not? Or is that a good or bad thing? I can't tell.
And 240 people here, only 174 likes. We still have not hit 200 likes. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't already.
And we're not even half our minimum with an hour in and triple the people, which is shocking to me, guys. Shocking.
So if you can super chat in your thoughts or ideas or anything you want us to talk about,
it's very strange.
Let us know.
Yeah. But no, I think this kid is going to be... You don't throw in a character like this unless it's a deliberate hide. Kind of like Law. They're actively avoiding showing. And this close, and then you only show them this close to release if you want people to talk about him. Or you'd wait for the episode, right? That's very specific. And I know structurally how these things work, and that's kind of... What phaser is he holding?
Dennis Sheridan says, I heard season 3 picks up 3 years after season 2.
Okay.
Does that help with the age?
27, a little bit.
Good. It's getting there.
Or in fairness, maybe had a really crappy couple of years with Beverly. Like, not because of her, but I think Terry said in an interview ages ago that she's doing humanitarian stuff. Like, that's what she did after Starfleet medical. Still medical, still Starfleet, but humanitarian.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff. Hence outer world stuff.
Yeah.
But what if it's just like her assistant? Is that interesting? Just some guy?
Well, it could be. It could be if the story was crafted well. But I'd love it to be Picard's kid.
Yeah.
BJ Tehran, $2. Shocking. Simply shocking.
Yeah. But I do like this bridge, this simplicity. And it is Beverly in the thing. And it feels like there's a lot of They breeze through it. He finds Beverly with Riker on the ship. The Titan's there. This kid's right there. Action ensues. Boom, boom, boom. Right. He's not going to sit and stare at that for hours. So it feels like there's a good pace here that we don't know yet. And then you get a lot of shuttles around unknown planet, and they are all the new Type 11 variants, which are absolutely fine. They are nice. They're good. I like them.
No disco shuttles. Thank goodness.
Burn them with fire.
Then we get Raffi dosing up or changing her retina imprint. I don't know what it would be.
The sparkle, though, Stuart. The sparkle.
I know.
Drug sparkle.
Exactly what I thought. Yeah. The sprinkles. Nice segue. Puts in $5. It wasn't Picard's son. It never was. It was Bev's assistant.
The assistant could be the son. I mean, twist. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. M. Stark, though, throws in $5.
Thank you.
Some weird balloons and stuff beside it. That's really weird. It's the first time I've seen that in the super chat. This is the most exciting I felt about Star Trek in a long time. This feels like a natural continuation of the TNG era. Can't wait. Worf looks great. Yes. Lawrence Hodge says, I think. Oh, it's to celebrate the first super chat. Oh, it's the first super chat from M. Stark. That's what that is.
Oh.
That's cool. Well, thank you very much for the super chat.
Welcome. Thank you. Awesomeness.
And Lawrence Hodge says, I think Raffi is using drugs. Yes, I think so as well.
Yes.
Grant McGregor, $10. I saw you guys stream. Wasn't going to watch the trailer, but had to do so to hear you guys talk. Well, appreciate that, Grant. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Let us know what you thought of the trailer. And by the way, we hit 200 likes finally. Yes. Still, though, let's see how high we can get. Let's try to get to 220.
Keep it going up.
Other 16 likes. 16 of you need to hit that like button.
So this Raffi thing, obviously, it feels relatively self-explanatory on the simple layer. And we'll get into the kid thing later. She lost Elnor, but then he got back. No, she didn't lose Elnor. Well, she did lose Elnor. Maybe the pain of losing Elnor once and getting him back again.
But you know what's more painful?
Oh.
Our ads.
Oh, that's harsh.
And there we go. So, well, she did lose him, but then she got him back.
Yes. But would the trauma maybe be enough to cause trauma? Because you did see him. She saw him die. Well,
my guess is now that Seven is in Starfleet, they might be at odds with each other. They might have had a fight or something.
Well, it's funny role reversal. She goes.
They're the same. They're the same rank.
Yeah, worked a whole career. Raffi Seven gets it an afternoon. Although obviously, they both had a lot of shit in their past. I think Terry said, I'm trying to remember little tiny quotes here and there. He said the relationship is there, but it's not focused on because. Sort of why would it be? It's such a minor aspect of the of any grand story, which is that's fine. It's not the main point. And also, I don't think they're going to be together much, which is again fine. They have their own characters. Let's play scenes with other actors.
The Raffi storyline intrigues me because it seems to be like totally off of what everyone else is doing.
Yeah. So
I don't know where that's going necessarily. So.
Well, it's with Worf. It's with Worf and other unknown man who's in Terminator, who's the kid in Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles. That makes sense. I can imagine Worf and Raffi getting on together, very feisty, very action filled. Did you watch the Michael Dorn interview with the Enterprise guys?
I did not. No.
I wouldn't normally, but I was like, I'll put it on. Really interesting, actually. I never heard big interviews with him because he's quite a quiet guy. And they talked about Picard season 3, and he gave out more than I think he should have. Like he works with her a lot. He says he's one of her favorite actresses of the last few years. Michelle her just really gets it, and said she was very open to criticism, like notes. There was a line she gave that she did the take, and he said, "Why don't you try this?" And she did, and everyone thought it was better. And she took it as thanks, Michael, because some actors are don't know what to do. But it's I've been acting 25 years longer than you and Trek for 40 years longer than you. I'm being nice here. I'm being you know what I mean? I'm being a friendly bit of advice. If a YouTuber that's been going 10 years longer than us gave us advice, we're not going to say shut the fuck up. It's well, thanks.
Yeah.
Hi,
Paul Graham, though, $5. Sorry, gents, I have to head off and study for a marketing exam tomorrow. Can't wait to see the replay. Well, thank you for joining us, Paul, and hopefully you do really good on your exam. So,
yes. And Space Thing though says Raffi deserves the character growth and to move past previous mistakes. See, I would agree. I wouldn't have done a drug subplot in season 3 because they've moved past in season 2. Feels odd to regress. But it's her only like notable character trait. Hacker used to be a drug addict. I guess has a child. Like there isn't that much to the character really, except those big dramatic swings. You know? And they might play into 2 of them this season.
Fleet Paw throws in $2. Well, that was stupid. Fucking advert. Grr. Sorry.
But I'd like to think this is a secret mission for Starfleet or for Picard. It feels like an obvious twist, but I think that would be good. Maybe Worf comes to get her home, you know, to bring her in, and she's too deep, and she has to bring Worf in to help her. Kind of role reversal on that. Because she was a good staff officer when she was given the chance to be a good staff officer.
Could be. Then we see her and she looks a little...
All right, let's do some brightening. Oh, not good.
A little rough around the edges there. What is on her face?
Well, it looks like with very bad image. Looks like face paint and a Klingon symbol on the cheek. I can see if you look live. I mean, that's pretty a Klingon symbol, I would say. As weird as that is.
Maybe she joined a Klingon cult, and Worf is there to. I don't know.
Are you saying
part of it? He's a pacifist now.
Are you saying it's the cult of Takuva Mach? She's for killers. Takuva Mach. Mary Shifu.
Jake Workmeister. $5. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else getting Mirror Universe eye spray vibes from Raffi? The Terrans now have a sensitivity to light in the new lore. No, they don't, though.
Never mentioned again, so we can.
And just for the record, just because I'm me, you typed lure instead of lore. So anyway, I knew what you meant, but
he's a stickler.
I am.
Anything and everything. I've been hearing about it for
8 years.
8 years. And Marie's been telling me about it for 6.5 years.
And you still haven't changed this.
I've got better. You know I've got better.
So, most days, yes.
Thank you. Well, sometimes it doesn't matter. It's just go, you know? Go.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But thank you, Jake.
Sorry. Sorry, hi.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her face, but moving on.
Again, subplot. And I mean, Worf is such a. I mean, I hope she's given such a good. Worf is such a good performance, a good chance to shine. No voice filter, nice depth. Mention Martok, House of Martok. Mention like this. He's got so much, right? We saw Beverly. We saw the. I want to know,
Yeah. Well, once we see the transmission between Picard and Beverly, you can see both sides of the conversation.
Yeah, and he's in the chateau for sure.
Yeah, he's at the chateau. She's on the ship. This is probably what starts the mission. Well, although, see, that's the thing, because the ship tour seemed like something not like we need to take your ship to do this thing. But.
Ooh, yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know how this would fit in necessarily, but we're going to find out. I assume this is very early on, maybe in the first episode or second episode. Well, you could start out with the museum tour or something like that, and then he goes back home, then he gets this transmission. I don't know. I just don't know.
So I still appreciate his Enterprise E chair. Like, he always loved his chair, never went like that's his chair. It's got great lumbar support. Yeah, that's a really great revelation there. I appreciate that for sure. Yeah, because I feel like the way they approach the tour is so relaxed. I mean, it's fine if you're trying to blend in, but that wasn't implied. But then again, why would you bring Riker? But it's the Titan. That makes sense. Ooh.
Exactly, yep.
Then why do you bring Picard? Maybe it's more a case of Picard goes, because we know Picard goes to the bar with Riker. Maybe he says...
Maybe Riker asked Picard to join him on the tour of the new Titan.
Yeah, as an excuse.
Yeah.
And then they get attacked by the Shrike when going to the place. But could they actively change, because it's not like it's their first flight. The Titan's been out for a little while. We know it's not fresh. So
New captain.
Well, yeah, I think it's more Riker's first tour of the ship, like seeing it, special guest star, etc. But is it, can they say, why don't we go explore this orange nebula 10 light years away, just because? Beverly's in that nebula. Oh, okay, warp 10. There's a disconnect there of interesting proportions.
Did you have to freeze Gates like that? No, but she was yelling, so that's just the screen cap. General Grievous, $2. A Sith Lord, you now shall be. Rise, Darth Prozak. And Fleet Paw throws in $2. Ooh, Mintakan Tapestry. Yeah. Good to see that again. Yes.
It's been on his chairs for like 40 years. It was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, is this going to be like literally first episode we get he's in his house, cricket, special signal, blah, 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 blah. And then
I don't think that's going to be the first thing we see. I don't think so.
Because that would be right in the action. I mean, really, if they're being true to themselves, it should be what happened to Picard and Laris. Exactly. I'm writing to you, Picard. I've moved out. You weren't as good in the sack as I thought. The great Captain Picard. No, I've got to Ireland where I learned my accent, and which is the canon reason. I'll go find myself a third love, because the Romulan tales say the third love is always the most powerful. But the first love has to die. Second love doesn't. But the third love, that's the most powerful. But if you need me, Picard, I'll be here with my third love. What do you think? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah. Third love's a charm. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And she doesn't think much of the Picard maneuver, which only lasts 15 seconds.
That tug lasts 15 seconds, yeah. But yeah, that's timing, man. That's absolutely true. But I also wouldn't mind if there's a sub-story. Although at least they aren't going to be cheap enough to have it be his holographic quarters again, like season 1. We're going to save tens of thousands by reusing that, because that was hard when we did the first trailer review. It's like, why is everyone gone to Earth? Why are they not on this ship? Oh, they're always on the ship. It's like, oh, okay, great. Cheap. Thanks, guys. I don't think I can do that here.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how it starts out. I hope it starts out with the Epic going to the space dock to see the Titan or something like that.
I kind of
supposed to be the chateau.
Yeah, because it
could kick off.
Because it can be 2 missions, like we say, there's going to be some stuff happen. Because that could just be the epic 2-part blowout action starting, like set up, and then maybe that's because actually, Stuart, what if the first thing is that Titan checkout, average thing, right? They attack by the Shrike. The Shrike then attacks Beverly as a way of getting Picard a second time. Like, you escaped me the first time, Picard. I'll take someone you love. Because he would come for Beverly. He'd come for Reich at Forge as well, but he'd come for Beverly. Anything we would.
Yeah. Mr. Atos says, why is the lighting so dark? I don't know. The whole trailer's dark. I'm kind of bummed about that.
Yeah.
Like some bright Starfleet ships, like the Enterprise D was. It's just beautifully lit.
Yes.
But I don't think we're going to get that.
No.
So.
Yeah, it's the aesthetic.
Next shot is the Titan again with that alien ship coming up on it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot
looks
of...
very much like the Narada. Just the spikes, you know what I mean?
And there is a lot of reuse, in fairness, in this trailer. We've seen this visual very much so.
Yeah. Then we get the villain in what looks like a Klingon-style chair. I don't know how I feel. Maybe she'll be fantastic, but kind of underwhelmed at the moment with her. Yeah, turning up the brightness does help.
That's what I'm doing for each shot, yeah. I mean, I gain nothing about her, apart from she has henchmen, they're aliens. I mean, there's so little coming through in the trailers, except... and again, Dr. Evil. I mean, she's the Dr. Evil Franz lady. I mean, it's super close look, and even in vibe.
Yeah.
Could be the same actress, you know. But I mean, they're not telling us anything, so we can't judge it. It's a very normal performance for a very normal feeling character. Like Moriarty has more oomph in that one line, but that's because he's got the legacy behind it. We don't know the legacy yet. And obviously anyone who works on the show knows how good she is. We don't know that, and we can't see that yet. So we can't judge just because she's a famous actor's daughter. That's not enough to say they're amazing, etc. But we're not judging yet. But what can we judge? Next line's great, and I like Riker's vibe here. Now, which uniform is this? Because he looks great here. I mean, considering how old he is and how much weight he lost, like a nice balance here. That's very Riker. Like right there, that is like good old man Riker, who's not old yet, but old man Riker. But he's been dyeing his hair presumably for like 30 years.
Anyway,
which is fine. What's his line here? He says something like, "It's now time for us to end," basically.
Things just don't.
Yeah, I don't like the line, honestly.
Oh, I thought it was quite
No, it's very like a finality to it.
Yes, exactly.
Let's see here.
That's why I'm wondering what it is. And guys, vote in the new poll. It's a very Trekyards poll. We'd love to get at least 200 votes. What do we have now? 200 votes. Okay, well, I'm in the poll then, Stuart.
Well, he doesn't say it there, first of all.
Oh.
He says it later.
What are you most excited for in this trailer? Donking 60% the ship shots.
Nice. Trekyards for the win.
16% Riker. 14% Titan A. And in a show called Star Trek Picard, 9% of you are most excited to see Picard. It's as if you've seen season 1 and 2.
Yeah. Well, 235 likes, guys. That is awesome. I still like to get to 250, so another 13 likes if possible. So if 13 of you have not hit that like button, give that a hit. And also, let's keep the super chats coming. We want to hear your thoughts, so chime in. Yeah, still quite a bit more trailer to go, so. See. Chair because she's the daughter of the guy who played Chang. Yes,
we know.
I don't think that's a good reason to have the chair, but
yeah, that's not at all.
We're well aware that it's Christopher Plummer's daughter.
Because the character's not Chang's daughter, so that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Which Trek season are you most excited for? Picard season 3 or Discovery season 5?
Because yes, guys, Discovery is still on the air. Someone asked that earlier. Is it still on the air? So yep, still there.
General Grievous, $2. Reminds me of Doctor from Scientific Method on Voyager.
Yes. Yes.
Casual Trekker, $2.
Dang.
The drug makes me think of the game.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
the game sequel. The game 2.
Oh. Mists. Ring cones and discs. I don't know.
Yes, thanks, Dennis. And we're going to cover them. Boy, how are we going to cover them? Speaking of guys, put in the chat right now, who's been enjoying the USS Titan A animation flybys that I've been doing? They've been a lot of fun and supported by, they've been promoted by some people who worked on the show. That has been amazing. We've released At Warp with the Prostar, meets a giant Romulan fleet, and meets the Enterprise E. We're doing them every Tuesday and Thursday, as there is that many. At least until the show comes out, probably until the end of February, with many more to go. So let us know if you're enjoying them. They are cumulatively around 30,000 views for 6, which is pretty darn good.
And Tertiary, no, you cannot vote for Prodigy season 2 because it's not in the poll option for a reason.
Yes. So yeah, this next space shot is fantastic, and Picard is not great for space shots normally, but I love the flow here. It's very Z-axis, which is very rare, but it has a gracefulness to it. And I mean, people have said, why is it not the Stargazer? Stargazer couldn't do this. It would look weird being that bulky in this maneuver. We'd all complain. There's a real nice flow to it, so I absolutely buy that. I like this. Plus, it shows you don't need to have like Discovery season 3 and 4. Every shot is hitting, give or take. Shields down 20% for 10 minutes. Like battle, maneuvering, action, and we do know that one of Geordie's daughters is in the 2 bridge chairs. I'm assuming one of the helms, because there's only 2 stations. Let's be generous. So that's one of the... it's the not actually LeVar Burton's daughter, Geordie's daughter character, which is great. That's why in a previous trailer he's Picard's like, hit it, LaForge! Because it's how I assume it's helm. This is a really, really nice shot. And classic red torpedoes. I love... Because I kind of... I was like, it must have bright blinkies, Stuart. I would put bright blinkies on it. Yes. It does. Green and red. It's not hard, Stuart. It's not hard.
Good tea, nice house.
Yes.
It's in $2 and says, why is LaForge so pissed? Any ideas?
Was his day off? I mean, it could be that easy.
I don't know, man. He's got fake eyes. Raffi has real eyes, but she abuses him by putting drugs in him.
Oh.
He's just mad. People are misusing their real eyes when he doesn't have any.
Thanks, Richard. Yeah. Thanks, Ozzy.
Yeah. This shot, the camera, like everything about it's great. It's very dynamic.
Like, it's not too far. Yeah. It's not Discovery. It's just about Star Trek. Did he get a door?
An airlock. Yeah. Airlock unlocked.
Oh, yes. And Beaky comes out. I'm going to call him Beaky.
He's the future plague doctor. That's a futuristic plague doctor mask.
Well, Beverly, I mean, that could be maybe she's dealing with a plague and these guys are actually the anti-plague people.
Well,
I mean, that could be a bit on the nose. I mean, there's the bottom, again, I brightened up. The bottom bit has a slightly mechanical vibe, so it could be a mask.
Yeah.
Gosh, right, that's Beverly's mask, and they're just lying to us about, she's in one of the suits to get away with it.
I doubt it, because, we should be going undercover to try to...
Oh, it's just 2 different sequences, I mean. They're just lying to us with the editing as well.
I know. But I'm just saying, the next shot has more of these guys behind the villain.
Oh, yeah.
Quite an interesting look for sure.
I totally thought these were actually their faces until I stopped and did this. They're definitely masks. Masks and helmets. Yeah. I mean, there is a trope in all sci-fi to put your enemies in masks, because then you have the same 10 stunt people and kill them again and again and again. And also you can just have them unlimited. So that's obviously why they're in full body. Well, crashed again, didn't do anything. Jesus Christ.
No, I can still hear you and see you.
Nope, I'm black.
You're frozen, yeah.
Black, baby. Shit. See you in a minute, Stuart.
Okay, we'll be right back, guys.
Bye. I'm waving. No one can see me. Bye-bye, Stuart. Wave, Stuart. No one can see me. I'm still waving. Goodbye.
Bye. We'll be right back.
But I'm still here, guys. Now, what do you think about the look of these new alien creatures who may or may not be in masks? We don't know. Are they masks? Yes or no? Vote now or forever hold your peace. Until the episode where they appear, then we'll talk about it. But until then...
Oh, saints be praised. We're back.
And did not take but a second.
General Grievous, $2.
Thank you.
Sycorax from Doctor Who, Christmas Invasion, LOL.
Sycorax.
Yeah.
Now, this to me, given that I've done a bit of work with Stargazer sets, this looks like the Stargazer. Well, Stargazer would be the Titan. This interior. I mean, they would probably just reuse it for the medical ship, but that feels like hyper advanced ship, old ship. Doesn't really connect. So what do you think? Could this be the Titan? Are they actually on board? I mean, the thing is damaged. Is this going to be... Are they going to go that far? What do you think?
No.
It's definitely that corridor set. Doesn't mean the same ship.
Oh. It does look like the Titan corridor, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But just the way they have it edited in here, it looks like it's supposed to be on the alien ships that are coming up on Beverly's ship there. But... could be that the ship was just damaged and they are storming the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say.
It'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah. It does look like the Titan corridor. God damn.
Yeah. Hence that's why you brighten it, Stuart. You reveal the secrets.
Yes.
Because there's definitely a firefight later with Seven and something. And if you want to talk symbolic to strength of the villain, you attack the lead ship and you get in. That's a huge bit. But the way the battle feels is that they managed to escape. There's a scene with a big blue explosion. Kind of feels like they never... But that could be later in the season. Maybe after the first attack. Maybe they get into it the second time. I mean, we like our bottle shows, and have them attack the ship. You've got the same sets. Just there you go.
Yeah. Based on the image, I'm going to say it is the Titan, but didn't present that way at first with how dark it was and everything, and the way they have it edited in here between these ships coming up on Beverly's ship. I don't know.
Which is why we're clever here on Trekyards. But yeah, then we see the ship in all its glory again with one docked, which you said before.
Well, I thought it was docked, but then if you follow the scene through, the medical ship warps away.
Well, I assume it's docked and they leave it behind. It ejects last minute.
Oh yeah, maybe it's the corridor of that ship, the medical ship.
Well, that's the other option. But like I say, it's too old. If it's been a brand new corridor, old ship, it would be using a brand new corridor. I get reusing assets, but it's clearly the same very specific design. I mean, and then we do see Picard and Riker walking through a worse looking set in another trailer, so it's like,
Yeah, and Beatnik, $2. Possible Gary 7 spin-off series ever coming? Assignment Earth. I wish. It would be great. It's kind of, I think it's past its prime now, though. But it would have been great to see back in the day.
Also, it wouldn't be Gary 7 because now we've been introduced to the modern one. Gary 7 would only be in the 60s. And why would you want to watch a 1960s detective show? Like, that's, it doesn't sound very engaging. I'd rather see a eugenics detective show if I was doing one. It wasn't interesting enough in season 2, guys. They didn't do a good enough job. Sorry. But yes, the thing, and then we get a Raffi shot.
Looks like she's at a market or something on a planet.
Yes, it does.
Then we get Deanna in a corridor, which looks like the same corridor, which maybe with her using her telepathy, she's like seeing what they're seeing. So this is like, she's not in the corridor, but she's in the mind of the villain or something.
Beatnik, didn't you notice the Gary 7 type counselor shown in Picard?
We just talked about that. And it's not a counselor.
We reviewed it every week.
Yes.
Let me go back and look at the videos that were about that. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, we did whole videos about that.
What a silly comment. That's what it's like. Yes, of course, we notice everything pretty much.
Yes.
Season 2, episode 5, 9 months ago. Spoiler review. Had her in the thumbnail. 9 months ago. Gary 7, TOS in Picard season 2 breakdown. Picard season 2. That was released on April the 2nd. And then a follow-up at some point on something. Where's the earlier videos? Yeah. Oh. I guess it one.
Yeah, we've talked about it quite a bit. Gary 7's people and the watching Earth. Yes.
Oh, I guess it was all in the video, wasn't it? Yeah. We love the reference. It just wasn't amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, then there's just a bunch of character shots here. We got 7 looking concerned.
Well, yeah, but I mean, because Deanna's barely in this trailer. Like, is it? Huh? Oh, yeah, boo. But is she then going to be in the second half of the season if there's a second Titan attack? Because she's not with Riker, so why is she on the Titan?
This is after they all got together. Because they're all sitting in
exactly.
Yeah.
So there must be some secondary attack later on in the season. Yeah. Then 7 looking the same as always. Lavar. I mean, all the lights turned off. I mean, they're not.
This is the way.
I mean, you can see when he's in the briefing room, but there's no lights on. I mean, he's just, yeah. And then the thing where the Riker, who's again very dark.
Yeah, this is, I think, the moment he says what he says. Let me find this here.
It's the same damn angle as earlier. Why is it hit? Yeah. Yes.
Says this is the end, my friend.
Great acting as well. It's very poetic.
Yeah.
But is that? Oh, the way it's framed, I know calm is important in Starfleet operations.
It sounds like something that Q would say. It sounds like Q disguised as Riker.
It does.
This is the end, my friend. Even though delivery, I don't know if it's actually Riker. But, yeah. I'm not saying it's Q. I'm just saying it doesn't sound like... I don't know.
Yes.
I hated that line because it's like, oh no, and then the follows up with the final voyage begins, and it's like, oh, so sad.
It's called trailer editing, Stuart. Trailer editing.
I know.
But guys, we're 1 hour and a half in. Haven't even reached our minimum yet, which is again a bit worrying. So this is a huge thing. So very disappointed, but hey ho, people's lives. But put in a few more if you can. Vote in the poll as well. We've still got a bit more to look at as well. But I said up for this, guys. It's 3 a.m. and I'm here for this. So make it worth it, because it's difficult a little bit. But yes, Picard, Riker, great shot of the Titan. I mean, you light it bright, it looks nice. And it's fair to ask, Stuart, while this is the real Titan, you've seen my Titan in some animations. Do you now like the Titan, or wow, I'm leading a bit. What do you think about the Titan now you've seen it move? Now then seeing it in this trailer.
I've liked the Titan since the beginning. I like Bill Cross's Shangri-La design. I got one right here. That's what it's based on, and I liked it since I first saw it. But yeah, it looks fantastic in motion. Your animations definitely help with that as well, seeing it. So
yeah,
I have the same kind of questions about the amount of impulse engines on this damn thing. But
at least two of them are slits. I mean, they're very minimal.
Well, the side ones are.
Yeah.
4 main ones are pretty large in comparison to the size of the ship.
But 2 are slits.
It's true.
Then we get actual Earth space dock. Now, it's not Earth space dock. We've seen Earth space dock, but it is an Earth space dock design, and it's great to see an Earth space dock design in the show.
Yeah, if you zoom in, it's got little rings everywhere.
It does. Really blurry rings, Stuart.
Yeah. Those are docking rings for ships or whatever, yes. Which is likely the case. Maybe this could be Starfleet Museum or something. That's where the ships are being stored. I don't know.
Well, it would be somewhat sweet if this is literally a space dock retired and they moved it somewhere else. So it did its 200 years. It's the same damn thing.
And that'd be the perfect thing to make a museum. You put the ships inside, some of the ships inside, some outside in those rings or something. Well, and it's an older station. It's the old space dock. So the whole thing is a museum because it's all old.
Although you say that, but then what was the museum for the last 300 years? Because it would make sense when it retired. Or maybe they moved to new premises.
Well, they keep adding to the museums, so they have to get bigger. So they just scrap the old one and moved it in here.
I just love seeing this shape. It's such an iconic design. And it's such an oddity because, it's super add-on, right? This wasn't designed as whatever it's doing. Because there's just rings added to the apps. I mean, you can see the scaling to the tiniest little rim, and all the ships are tiny. It's sort of wonderfully underwhelming, but because it's the sizing is that. But also it means if you fly in one of these rings, the ship kind of has a precedence. Like it's if you go inside, everything is in the same bleak version. But I can imagine every ship has a great view. As you fly around it, right? Because everything kind of has a view. And there's 15 on the top ring, 6 on the middle ring. There's not that many ships. I mean, you assume inside, but you wouldn't want to, even if they're parked, you wouldn't want to put more than 7 or 8. Different sizing, obviously, but just to make space. So this is a museum. This is something to show off ships. Maybe it's can you imagine if it's like a dealership, like the Ferengi bought space dock? Because I can see that, I can see that, right? And they just put so you warp in, so Picard has to buy a new ship. Wow, a Constitution class. Wow, a refit. Wow, because then they could put every ship, couldn't they? As a car sale, and the Ferengi's like, yes, Captain. Yes, Admiral Picard. This ship has only got 40,000 light years on it. Is that Voyager? No. You could buy Voyager today for only 3,000 bit of latinum. But would that be too much?
Yes.
But for too much. But Ferengi though, Ferengi.
It's funny. Fleet Pass Swiftback, $10. I appreciate the Titan more after seeing it properly. It wasn't framed the best when it was first released.
No, it was not.
And BJ Turon, $2. Like Luke in Last Jedi, Troy will phone it in.
Oh. There you go. That's my response to that. But it'd be kind of cool if this was a dealership. That's kind of a funny idea.
We get the Forge on screen, and he does look pissed.
In a custom uniform, which we've seen. Yeah, let's talk about this then. But this is interesting. This is when they still have the captain's alive. He's clearly the guy on the left. Picard's on the right. So this is during the original Titan mission before he gets attacked and he gets hurt. With those assumptions. So why would he be going to Geordi? Because are they telling us he's at this space dock? I mean, the trailer's implying that.
Maybe.
Because
the trailer implies a lot of things. So, it's editing.
But it's not a ship-looking background. It looks like an office. An office implies a space station or a planetary structure.
Could just be a message as well.
No, that's definitely a real-time dude. That's a pissed face of a you rang. I was in the shower.
Yeah,
I picked up.
But I mean, you could still contact him on Earth, even though he's.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Sure.
M. Stark, $5. Terry Metalis has hinted that more legacy characters will appear.
Yes.
Who do you think will show up? Thanks for all you do.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for the super chat. Oh my God. Well, there's rumors that Denise Crosby's coming back in some capacity, so Sela would be great to see Sela return. I don't know. I don't want to get into it too much because I don't honestly. We've talked about this in all the other shows. Who could return, and the list is long. So I don't know.
But
it's
yeah,
the Doctor.
Well, yeah, I think I mean like TNG legacies, for sure. Yeah, I mean Denise obviously. I mean Sela's such a no-brainer. You spend season 1 doing Romulan arc, you bring back Sela because Tasha's dead. See them obviously. I mean, I'd like to see Ensign Rolaren, Admiral Rolaren, because she's such a good character actor. She's got a good vibe. I mean, Thomas Riker. Give us 2 Rikers. I mean, there's so much you could do with that. Oh, can you imagine if Raffi meets Thomas Riker in the drug den, and it's Frakes playing both would be great. And he's like jet black hair. He looks way younger. He is younger. Yeah, he has to be. He have to be. Because he's like 15 years younger. Mr. Hom. Bring him back. New actor, obviously, because he's not alive. But bring Mr. Hom back. Bring back the floating orb from the mud baths. That guy. Bring him back.
Captain Gomez in live action. She was in Lower Decks, but
Acuna, third
Regis Acuna. Yeah,
that'd be great. So I was in one episode 30 years ago, and I'm in 3 seasons of 3 different Star Trek, 3 years apart. What the hell is my life? Yeah. But no, I really like the Geordi scene because Geordi is. I mean, he looks phenomenal. His vibe is phenomenal. I really want to be a lead. I mean, they should all be leads, right? They all have something to give, but I really want LeVar to... Like, I've said this to you before, LeVar show, he's the guy we'd bring back next. An engineering show, as Lara's lead, 100%. Yeah. Especially with his daughters, there's a lot you could do with that. A lot you could do with that. And who's his wife? I mean, Leah Brahms, bring her back, Great. The engineering dream team. And then Rutherford walks in, and he's like, ooh. And we're like, yeah, we know. We know, Rutherford. We know what you fantasized about in the other show you were in. Yes.
Yeah. Trekyards says there's a vibe that Picard is a pain in everyone's ass. Not necessarily everyone. I think Riker is definitely on board to help him. But yeah, there is kind of Beverly kind of seems at odds with him, and I think that's the case. It's been hinted at that they're going to be at odds a bit. Yeah, just the still. I mean, Geordi looks extremely pissed. I haven't had my coffee yet. What do you want? One of those looks.
Well, it's twofold. One is that why didn't you ever, talk to me in the last 10 years? That's a bit rude. We were best, we were more than colleagues for years. Well, I haven't heard from you in 7 years. Well, Geordi, I lost the will to live, and I was in Picard season 1. Oh, I get it. I watched that on Paramount Plus. And 2, and time travel. And 2, the fact that imagine this, right? The first time you're seeing one of your legendary friends is a life or death, need a favor, and it's a galactic ending favor. I wouldn't be happy, right? Like the stakes are so high, and that's the time you see him. You know, there's an impetus there of, well, everything's at stake. I just wanted to hang out and be nice, and well, damn. Okay.
It's like a friend you haven't seen in a few years comes speeding down your street, skids to a stop in front of your house, opens the door and says, "Get in. Don't ask any questions. We don't have time. Let's go."
Yep. Or like, I need a place to stay for a week. I haven't seen you in 10 years. Yep. What about your wife? Can I stay? And that level of, well, shit, you know? Why is there cocaine spilling out of your car? It's not my car. That's not what I thought you were gonna say there. Well, it is cocaine, so.
Grant McGregor, $5. Main villain is that Ferengi whose son was killed by Picard. Surprise!
Oh, yeah.
Did your screen go black again?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yes.
Because you froze on my end. We'll
me.
be right back
After this message. Oh, put an ad in, Stuart.
I'm going to right now.
Skype updated today, so it threw in a will break clause, I guess. It's ridiculous. Guys, keep voting in the poll. I know it's a silly poll, but you know, people have opinions, and we'd like to know. And keep subscribing, guys. We are so light tonight. It's surprising, but we're here to talk to you guys about this. We'd have to get another $100 minimum. Would really help us out. You don't even know.
And we're back. How is everybody? Did you miss us? How was the ad? Did you enjoy it? Sorry about that.
DY Thingy Films. Do you want to read his comment? Because I'm confused by it.
Dynamic Arc Films?
Yes.
Seriously, man, I'm the only one to note how much Amanda Plummer is made to look like Picard. I read it. I just didn't think she looks anything like Picard, but...
Yes, I didn't clock it because I disagree.
Yeah.
I mean... Disagree. But then, Beverly with her first contact phaser rifle...
Creeping around the ship in the dark. But all the ships are dark, so... There's no context there.
No. But I'm assuming it's the flashback before the... Or like even the first scene before she's in cryosleep. It's not after, surely.
I would imagine so, yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like, how far back are we going with what's the first scene?
Yeah.
Then we see her... Oh, then we see the room from the last trailer. But we might have more context now. It's sci-fi room with sci-fi things. You got Worf. I think that's Raffi in the middle. And Worf, Riker, or maybe Raffi. It's either Raffi or the new kid.
Yeah.
Now, it looks to me like these are things that you put people in and that maybe make somebody. Because like...
Yeah, it looked like either android...
Yeah.
Or medical or Borg.
Too clean for Borg, too white.
Well, for Federation version.
Oh yeah, ooh yeah. Because there's like feet holds in the bottom, like you're being kept in. I wouldn't be surprised if this is where Lore was reconstructed. Maybe maybe they thought he was stolen. They thought he was here. Maybe he holds the secret. Maybe this is where they rebuilt Data. Maybe they rebuilt his engrams. They did it once before with his other stuff. This to me vibes Android. Something about this, just bringing it in somewhere.
Yeah. General Grievous, $2.
Hey.
Badgie has infected your Streamlabs.
Yeah.
We don't use Streamlabs. We use OBS.
Yes. But something's broken, I guess.
And Fleetpaw, Swiftback, throws in $5. I'll buy the proper style phaser rifle for $5. I'm glad Terry appreciates the fans.
It's such a great rifle. It was a really good design at the time.
Looks like stellar cartography. It does. That's one of the first things I thought when I saw that platform. But the everything added to it makes it not that. So
having built that in 3D, I disagree. So by the same logic, it looks like Magneto, the thing that I mean, it's just a walkway with a circle. That's not Like, there's more to that set than just that.
And then we get Riker with blue
right.
glow on his face.
And we says so. This is his away team jacket, the leather one. Definitely Worf
behind him. Yeah.
I can't tell if that's an L-Cars behind him. It doesn't.
Ooh. This could be a holographic thing because the next shot after the Riker one is Moriarty. So maybe this is where Moriarty's being stored, holographic storage of some kind, or holographic programming or something.
Maybe. Right. Damn, he looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, sir, he has aged like fine wine. Fine wine. And I would take a whole season with him as the villain. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, we know how many days he shot for, and it's not many, so he's not the main villain. But boy,
yeah,
I'd watch a season with him as the main villain.
Looks like he hasn't aged a day, which is good for a hologram, I guess.
Yeah. Or they could have de-aged him, in fairness. They might have done something to him. I don't think they did, because he looks really good. I've seen some other pictures of him. He also just suits grey. Like some people just do. And the hat. And if he lost his hair, the hat would hide it. Yeah, can you imagine? It's a hat with hair. He's bald. I mean, they do that. They have done that. Because it adds a lot of definition to his vibe. Then you have stupidly badly lit Worf. I mean, it's probably also the trailer online from Twitter being this, like, degraded black. So I'm sure a proper version would look nicer. But, like, he's not being lit almost at all.
Yeah, and green glow behind him, not blue, so don't know if that's necessarily the same area. Then we get Raffi with the street gang from Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah.
Just rewatched that, so.
Oh, was that any better?
No.
Disappointing still.
I only really watched it for the Mandalorian episodes.
Oh, that one's the best, though. Hands down the best.
Well, there's like two of them.
Well,
that are just strictly Mandalorian. Boba Fett shows up in the second one, like.
Yes, the one with the I mean the Luke one, but yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The other one's just on a space station the whole time. It's not very dynamic. It's cool, but it's like very insular. So yeah, Raffi doing Raffi things. Raffi fighting Worf, which is looking forward to. I mean, Worf should win. Super hands. That should be a very very quick fight. Like Worf...
Well, this is the green glow that was behind him in the other one. So.
Yeah. Because Worf is he's older, obviously, by a substantial amount of time, but Klingons can be older. Because we've learned,
maybe
he shouldn't be grey yet, necessarily. Like, he's going grey younger than an average Klingon, so he is still perfectly fighting form age. He's not remotely too old. Because he's young in TNG.
Yeah, maybe that mist that Raffi put in her eyes was like adrenaline or steroids or some kind of upper strength to be able to fight Worf.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, maybe she knows somebody's come to get her.
Yep.
And then actually Bush, it's okay, that's cool. But no, I do like but also I can imagine that Worf is holding back at all times. Pacifist, doesn't want to do violence. She's just going at it. So him holding back could be the joke. He comes in, always keeping her at bay. She thinks she's winning, and then he just disarms her instantly. It's like, are you done? Was that good for you? Yeah. Ah! Please, calm down. I don't want to stab you. Pacifist now. You cut my arm. That was a warning. I'm bleeding. That was a warning. In the Klingon world, that is a warning beyond... There's the gentlest of warnings. Could be.
Yeah. Well, then we get the Titan, which looks beautiful. But the warp effect kind of ruins it for me.
But it's closer, Stuart.
It's closer. It is much closer, yes, but still.
It's like a teen with hair with blue streaks in the hair. The hair's there again, but there's blue streaks. It's not a vortex anymore. It's just streaky. And the thing looks battered. I'll give him that. Not that damage though. I feel this is definitely not the same time it got hit by the other ship, because that would be way more than some scoring.
There's some phaser hits or something.
Yeah.
On the hull, though, sure.
Yeah, but for a warp effect, it's a better one. I mean, God, compared to Picard season 1, that horrendous one. Jesus Christ, that was bad. This is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was better. Check out Google Titan Warp, you'll find mine. Mine was better.
I agree.
Thank you.
The real warp effect is the thing.
It is. And then you got Picard in the later jackets, when he's in action mode, with the pin after he goes to the academy. So this is after, but that was Riker in the captain's chair. Okay, so Riker probably, yeah, because you can tell because of the uniform.
Yeah.
Oh no, that might be captain's. No, Riker's in the captain's chair.
Yeah, it's a captain's chair, I think.
There's not very much of Picard doing anything in this trailer. He doesn't feel,
shock.
apart from the yeah, like all of his shots are like, like he doesn't feel young and sprite except for the first scene and the last scene. Everything else is like, it's not quite as zippy as it could be.
General Grievous though throws in $2. Worf at Rebels Kenobi level beat Maul in 3 moves.
That was actually a good fight, actually. Yes.
Then we get young Picard or whoever this guy is.
Oh yeah.
Calling it now. It's Picard's son.
Yes. And his line's great here. Please read it out or say it out.
Well, gotta find it first.
And guys, keep super chatting. We are already almost 2 hours in. We get at least another 100 minimum, really. So throwing some tens. I mean, 120 would jump us a lot. 150 would be great. 225 you watching. We live off the super chats for rent here, guys. So makes a giant difference. And if you want to support our other Titan animations, then
$2.
$2.
Is anybody you know still the person you knew? Means people change. Yeah.
So true. It's a lot of implication of he keeps finding friends that aren't friends and oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fleet Paw, $5. Stupid question. I won't even bother reading it then. Sorry. Why the suffix on the Titan? It bothers me that every ship seems to have a suffix anymore except last season's Stargazer. Why? Depends what happened to the ship, how it went down, whether it got retired because of something, had a good service history, did something important, or went down in a blaze of glory protecting something. Who knows? Not every ship does get the suffix, so yes. Kind of bothers me that every ship has it now too. Stargazer didn't, which I appreciated. It was actually a different registry number, so thank God for that. But yeah, I don't know why. I'm sure they'll explain it. At least I hope they do.
Yeah, in the olden days there was one suffix ship, and it was great. There's a reason. I was told by a fan, I was reminded by a fan that in season 1 of TNG, the Yamato was -A.
Yes.
But then you see the Yamato and it's not -A. So the text reference is A. When you see the registry, the ship is not A. And I think seeing the ship decanonizes the text because you see you see the registry, right? So that I think, so not an A.
Yeah.
And then Voyager, fine, makes sense. Yep. And then we had another ship in another season that was an A, but I can't remember what it was. We had another one. I don't know. Titan's a tricky one because you would think that Riker, he might do some serious shit. Like he might be gung-ho, right? So of all the ships, like a Voyager, to Bush go in and do some cool stuff, especially as he was there right at the forefront of the Romulan Starfleet Romulan Federation talks. Maybe he defended the Romulan border from something. He went in for X, Y, and Z. Who like of all the captains, I could see Riker earning an A. He had to do a lot, but if he was Captain Titan, Captain the Titan for 16 years, and he was gung-ho about it, yeah. It just depends what they did. There's enough time between Nemesis and now to justify an A. I mean, the ship could just been given this could be this is the next Titan after, we know that. It was commissioned like 2 years ago, that's it. And it was given the A fresh, like because it was like we haven't had a Titan in 6 years. Maybe Riker cheekily put some paperwork in saying, that thing I did at Celestis 4?
Yeah.
I saved 6.2 billion people. Could I get an A?
A.
Thank you. And the Fonz walked in and gave him the A and walked out. And that's the entire Fonz's job.
Trekyards makes a good point. This could be a clone of Jack Crusher.
That's a curveball.
That'd be interesting. Why would she be cloning Jack Crusher, or did she discover that? And he does look like Jack Crusher, honestly. So that's a good call out. So
Wesley's brother that we never knew about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I mean, that's a really odd. Why would you clone your dead husband from 50 years ago and make him in his 30s when you're in your 60s or 70s? No, she's in her 70s. I mean, that's weird. Is she banging her dead husband's new clone?
She's in the younger guys.
Yeah. I mean, that's weird. Clone incest. Weird.
Yeah. Then we get more of the bad guys in masks shooting.
Yes, clearly attacking Beverly.
Yes.
Are they the same? Are they the same people that are in those smaller ships, and the Strike is the bigger ship? They've all got orange glows, so maybe these are the initial scouts. It's definitely Beverly's ship. You can see the medical, like there's those symbols. I think are medical, and it's a trashy looking ship. Flows with the vibe, which is why the Titan doesn't make sense on the other shot to be the new ship. Action Beverly, yeah.
And Colin Barrett makes a good point as well. Well, it's like taking her ghost fetish to the next level, bring back her dead husband.
Oh god.
Who's technically dead.
Well, we do know that
Anyway.
Wesley had a uniform of his. There might be hair on it still.
There you go.
Oh, put him in a golem body. They could reconstruct his DNA logic center and put him in a golem body. Jesus Christ.
Well, that leads into Good Tea Nice House, $2. Jack Crusher Synth.
Synth organic.
Oh Jesus.
So this is now. This is obviously Crusher ship. Fine. There's pipes on the top, right? I know old needs to look old, but why the f are you giving? There's even like a siren, like a 1970s siren.
Maybe this is the alien ships.
I mean, like Crusher went aboard their ship.
Maybe.
It's a bit weird. I guess the best defense is
Maybe
a good
she
offense.
starts on their ship, escapes from their ship, gets back to her ship.
Oh,
and
like
puts herself in stasis. I don't know.
Oh, maybe like all the boxes are stolen boxes. That's why they're all Starfleet looking.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bad trope. Old ships equal pipes, or because there are pipes and there are pipes. You can integrate pipes into walls organically, or you can have pipes on the ceiling that are venting steam. It's like, are they water pipe? Like what? Like, it's a bad trope that needs to not be a thing in Trek. Like concrete.
Yeah.
Don't put concrete in your ship. It's a bad idea.
Peter Lakako puts in $20. Thank you so much.
That was a lot of things. Yes.
Hey guys, just checking in randomly, and there you are live tonight. Love it. Yes, we're talking about the new final Picard trailer.
We're breaking newsing it.
So,
let's get a like spike and a vote spike. We're at 174. I would love to end at 180 votes for another poll. Vote right now. I'm sure lots of you haven't voted. There's a poll right now. Say what the poll is, Stuart, and let's see if we can get to 180 votes.
Poll is: which Trek season are you most excited for? Picard season 3 or Discovery season 5?
180 votes.
Also, like spike would be hashtag like spike. We haven't done one of those in a while. We're almost at 300, so can we hit 300 likes? If you haven't hit like yet and you're just joining us, like Peter, hit that like button. Let's get up to 300 likes. I think we can do it.
And Sergeant Montgomery has a great comment. Want to read that out?
What if Crusher's been in stasis for more than 10 to 15 years? Oh, there you go. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, that is generally quite interesting. I mean, especially skipping all the synth band stuff.
And that could be why she's pissed at Picard, and they're kind of at odds, because it's like, you didn't even realize I was gone.
Ooh.
I was kidnapped and in stasis for 10 to 15 years.
Or even just 5. I mean, let's not go...
Oh, yeah, but...
Yeah.
You didn't think to come look for me? Seriously, Jean-Luc? I just figured you didn't contact me, so it's a two-way street.
I was in stasis. I mean, it is confusing because Gates has had white hair for a very long time, and then she dyed it black but kept white streaks at the front, which doesn't tell me anything about how old she's meant to be. Because, you know what I mean? I think it's a great look. It suits her well, rather than going all white, because she's younger than Picard, so makes sense.
Yeah.
Come on, 180 votes. Vote in the poll. Vote it.
Two more votes in the poll.
Do it now. Right, then you get the big explosion again, the light thing with him in the earlier suit. This is Welcome to the Titan suits. This is clearly the thing they do to save the first time. Cool. Although he's in the captain's chair. which is
He's
interesting.
there, yes. And Riker's in the chair to his right.
And
Deanna is standing beside him. There's somebody
no,
in
that's
the chair to the
7.
left.
No, is it 7? Oh my,
No,
no,
that's Deanna. She's got her coat on.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Okay, that's.
And somebody's in the chair on the left, but I don't know who.
And all the L cars are gone. They're all offline. That's interesting, actually. Yeah, that's really good. So this is a whole different part of the. Okay.
Then we get a bunch of bridge characters with O-face.
Yeah, we do.
The L cars are on there, but you can see the Titan schematic. That's nice.
Now you tell me. I know it's hard to see, but we have seen season 2 and season 1. When I zoom in on this lady's O-face, obviously they've not creamed up. They've crisped up the neckline, so it is nicer. Yeah. Nope. It's the entire face she pulls, the entire point in the trailer. What can I do? Now, we know. I think we've seen Picard's Admiral's uniform in person. Does this uniform still have deltas on it? Because I recall deltas being reflective silver. This thing looks non-delta to me. Very, very crisp. More like a Voyager. Like straight out of Voyager.
Yeah, it does not look like deltas on it at all. That definitely looks just like cloth or, Voyager.
Because doesn't that look great?
That being said, yeah, it does. And that being said, her pip almost looks like a delta sideways. It's a weird shape. Anyway.
I mean, the guy harder to tell, but I mean, it looks so much crisper. Maybe because it's dark, but I feel like we always saw let me get a picture of Rios from season 2.
Well, the next picture is the same kind of uniform, and it doesn't look like deltas on it either. So
I feel like I always mentally clock deltas in the other uniforms. I mean, it could just be me. This is a low-res screenshot. That's all we're given, but okay, this is a sort of shot. This is not the most helpful, but it's something.
Guys, 17 more likes to get to 300 likes. We can do it. We're also close to our minimum. So if you guys can super chat, we'd appreciate it. You know, at least another $20, but
okay, it's not going to load in. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You tell me.
Yeah, they don't look like they have deltas on. So.
Which would be great. I'd love that. So we did the vote. We did the poll 44 minutes ago. 183. Oh man, Todd did. Man, I mean, it makes sense. It wouldn't change them, but it just don't look like they're there. Okay, let's see.
Well, the poll will end it here.
Oh well, I can't. I mean, can't see deltas in that. Literally. Oh right, that close up. Oh, okay, that's interesting. The new.
Which Trek season are you most excited for? Picard season 3 wins with 92%. Discovery season 5 comes in at 8%.
Yes, you can see the still delta, but they just shine less, and you can see the neck, which is great for me as a cosplayer because I can then buy a new damn neck scarf. Damn
it. BJ Tehran, $1.
Thank you.
Thank you for the super chat. Todd Stashwick just posted a close-up of him in uniform with their deltas on the colored color. Tuscan38 said Todd posted this.
I ordered it. Yes.
I know. But Tuscan, if you're trying to share a link, you can't in the chat, so. Well, deltas or not, they look better anyway.
Yes, they do. And it's often lighting. Then you have Geordie in location that is orange. Oh, that's the ready room because of the chairs, I'm guessing.
Sergeant Montgomery, $1. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it looks like the briefing room.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Now this next shot was really intriguing.
Yes, young kid Picard.
With a bomb, it looks like a thermal detonator.
It does.
It does. And he's wearing very insurrection leather. And that's the Titan on the view, and the Titan on the monitor. I'm guessing that's the Titan bridge. that he's doing a thing, because that to me looks like one. That's the turbolift alcove on the time bridge.
Nice.
That's definitely So maybe he takes over the ship. That'd be a hell of a twist.
What's a twist?
I mean, if you bring a bomb to the bridge, if you go into the Star Wars universe, get a thermal detonator, I mean, that thing could take over a bridge. That's a grenade on steroids.
Good tea, nice house, was in $5.
Hey.
Those two officers look like they're making love to Ronan the Ghost. Beverly is going to be pissed.
New poll.
Yes. And we're only 3 likes away from 300, guys. Wow. 3 of you who have not hit like, please hit like and get us up 300. That'd be amazing. But yeah. Yes, the Titan shuttle bay door is closed, Ozzy. Yes, indeed. Are they releasing the first 2 episodes together? I don't know.
I bloody hope not.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that.
I want stuff to do.
They haven't done that before, so.
Prodigy. But.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. But 300 reached. We hit 300 likes. Thank you, guys. Snoopy McQueen throws in $5. I wish the first 2 seasons of Picard were good, but season 3 got to be better. Yes.
It would be hard to be worse. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many problems. It'd be hard to be worse.
Yeah. Everything we've heard says it's not going to be worse than those 2. So.
Just doing a poll. There we go.
Yeah, guys. No new members during this live, but if you are interested, click that join button down at the bottom.
Yes.
See what joining the channel can get you, and yeah, the support means a lot. So.
And if you want to see new work from us on Picard, on Prodigy, on Lower Decks, on all the different shows, then make sure you tune in every Friday for a review based on those shows, Thursday for Stuart's first reaction, and breakdowns throughout. We're the only place that does this level of deep, in-depth stuff. We're very proud of that. Yeah. So make sure you stay up to date and enjoy what we do.
Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss those.
And I'm going to grab a water because I'm very thirsty.
I am too. Snoopy McQueen. Oh, I read that one already. Never mind. Dun dun dun. That wouldn't be TNG Trek if the first 2 seasons were good. Oh, that's funny. DX2069 has joined the channel. Welcome to the rank of Captain. Thank you. Welcome aboard, Captain. Much appreciated. As much as I'd like to see more Terry Trek, I'd like to have a crack at Showrunner. Well, April, I mean, Terry's doing a fantastic job. So, Fleet Pass Swiftbat throws in $2. This is Trekyards in a 300 well-seen vibe. Yes. That's good. DX2069 says, I'm so excited for Picard. Yeah, we are getting ramped up for it as well. It's so dark, literally. Yeah, that's the problem with the trailer. I don't know what the logic is in that, why everything has to be so dark. Not just tonally dark, but like visually dark. Like, why? I want to see old Trek coming back in that regard. Like the Enterprise D was so beautifully lit on the inside, bright and welcoming. But yeah, Sergeant Montgomery says, I appreciate the XCV 330 Enterprise ring ship video. Many thanks. Yeah, we filmed that about 3 years ago, probably, and finally got it released. So glad you guys enjoyed it. It's one that I'm proud of, and I think we did a really good job with it. Samuel's animations were fantastic for it.
Hi. So. Yes.
I were talking about the ring ship video. So.
Oh. Okay. As soon as I leave, you're like, haha, ring ship.
Jess, I didn't say it. It was brought up in the chat. Jess Harvey, $5. I don't know if I'm staring too closely at pixels, but the Space Dock Museum thing looks like it's got a Connie-shaped saucer parked at the lower left. It just might. If it is, in fact, a museum, then you never know.
I mean, a Connie's a Connie. You can tell a Connie from a Connie. Sometimes there's a Connie nearby. But speaking of a Connie, I'm going to continue to the next shot.
You are, but I want to read the poll first.
Okay. I'm
trailer,
not continuing that shot.
No, go to the next shot. But I'll do your thing. Go to the next shot, and we'll talk about it when I'm done with the poll. Based on this trailer and the online vibe, should Terry Matalas, season 3 showrunner, make another show? Yes, more Terry Trek. Wait and see. Or nah, new showrunners, please. Good poll, go vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed, Lee.
So we get Lady with scarred face.
But who's she talking to? Now, I thought it was Picard for a second, but I am less sure now.
I thought it was Picard too, but it looks like some facial hair or something there. I don't know.
Because it felt right, but I think it's just a minion now. You know, get him, you idiots! Yes. And the most generic looking room. We know nothing. Yeah. Nothing learned. Then we have Mango Pew Pew against Beverly. Yeah. Nothing gleaned, just Pew Pews. And we can tell it's Beverly because of the hair and the rifle.
Explosions.
Yeah. It's a very lab-looking lab.
Oh. And the next shot's really nice. Exploding the cell.
Yeah, this... Every time a ship came up, I was like, new ship! Oh, ship!
We got a new ship.
Oh.
You can do it. You're going to finish it. I'll say it. We got a new ship. Then you'd get excited. We got a new ship.
Okay. Stuart, the next shot is...
We got a new ship.
We got a new ship, Stuart! We got a new ship! They took your ship! No, okay. Now, I will say, the geometry... bit boxy. I mean, if you look at the... well, I mean, you got the trailer, but... Like the nacelles and the bit in front of the nacelles, like that's a box. It's very simple geometry. That said, I like the vibe. I love the nacelles. I can see the Stargazer Bridge Dome. They're kit bashing the hell out of their assets. Hey.
And the next shot shows it on the view screen. With Picard looking quite solemn.
Oh, I love this. I love the silhouette. It's great.
Killed some people.
Yeah, what's the context here?
He's responsible for what happened to that ship. Likely, I don't know.
But it's just a nacelle blowing up. Like, that's not... And there's no phaser fire leading to the explosion. You know? What does it mean? So it just explodes. Is that... Oh, I don't know. And the whole thing's like shimmering with blowing up. It's such a specific visual. It's so... It's not Beverly's ship. It's a new ship. Could it be maybe a ship that brings the TNG crew to him? And maybe it's sabotaged?
Maybe it's Geordi's ship. Maybe Geordi's the captain or something.
I mean, it's a nice design.
Up, the ship gets destroyed or damaged to the point where he can't use it. He has to be moved.
But it's such a reaction. It's like you say, it's his fault. But it's such a minuscule damage relative to the ship. It's such an like it's because it's a new ship. It's a nice new ship. It's a good new ship. But then you break it down. It's so weird. And you can tell by the reflection in Picard's uniform, it's his later uniform.
Hey, Terry Matalas is here. He says, still going. Hey, Terry, welcome. Yeah, he's in the chat.
I wait for it to catch up. Or is it?
Right under BJ Turan, above Trekyards.
Oh, yeah, okay, it's you. Ha! Hey, guys. Hey, man. We're discussing the other new ship. Yeah, good things to say. The polls have been very positive, Terry. We had a really good poll at the start. Oh, I've got a new thing. Because we had lots of people. The first poll was, what do you think of the trailer? We got 51% loved it, 28 liked it, 14% okay, 8% meh. It's pretty good for 220 people. So, it's not a kit bash. Well, the nacelles and the bridge dome. I mean, those bits,
Yeah.
Of the era. No, I say such a great silhouette shot. I love the... I don't know what it's doing, but artistry, it's like, ooh. It can mean anything. It's dramatic. And then the next bit's great because... this lady's being, well, I say great, it's horrific. Like the way it's played is like, I'm just gonna slam your face against this force field. Sorry. And it's like, oh, it's very dramatic.
Yeah, it's hard to make out what's going on.
I seem to recall from the minute it's like there's a certain, it's like the hat guy pushing her against. I think it's when they, again, conjecture. That's when the beak people attack the Titan in the second half of the season and kill people, and they.
Terry says that 8% sucks. Or 8%
yeah, that's great. That's really good. The current poll, Stuart, as well. It's literally about Terry.
Yeah. Yes, more Terry Trek is winning.
58%. You're doing great.
Wait and see. We'll see how great season 3 is, and they'll be on the yes, more Terry Trek. So.
Yeah. Dustin, he did a react. He was a guy on a turbolift in TNG, in a famous moment. But yeah, then we have LaForge and Person, who is yay, that's Mika Burden. Yay. The haven't seen a look yet. So there you go. So that's the. Now, did he have a different uniform in the other thing? Don't know. So is that implying that it's LeVar that brings back Law? Because Law's also in an orange uniform. If he's with his daughter, maybe it's like, I finally got to bring back Drota through Law. I don't know, because that's obviously going to be a big deal. Interesting. Interesting.
We get Raffi looking at a picture of.
Because she had a son.
Oh, that's maybe the young Raffi though, because the hair is the same. But
could be. Or is
I'm not sure.
Or is it her son's daughter? Because that
could be.
That I would guess. So she's like.
Yeah, because the son's wife was pregnant.
Yes.
Way back.
Romulan wife as well.
Yeah.
And Terry says, "So glad you liked it." Yeah. No, everyone likes it. It's everyone just wants to see it.
Yeah.
Universal liking, pretty much.
So give us a world exclusive here, Terry. Tell us one thing.
Oh.
It's her granddaughter. There you go.
See, we guessed it. Yeah.
Got it.
Because that makes a lot of sense. Oh, and if she's in trouble, that'd be so sad. But even just the fleeting of I can't connect to my old life, but I'm still gonna watch it. Yeah.
Or maybe something happens and that's why she leaves and does her.
Oh yeah. She leaves Starfleet to help her son.
Yeah.
And I freaking love Law in uniform. I love it. I love it so much because this is totally. It's like the flashback uniform, but it's missing the slits, which annoys me. I like the slits, but the cuffs. And look, Stuart, he's got a bio thingy, so he's captured. Yes. He's been turned on because remember
they're transferring B4's memories of Data.
Yes. And maybe the whole story is Data taking over Law, and so it's mostly Law. Someone's Data. Ooh. Oh. Yes.
And some B4 in there as well, just for.
Because that's actually
really interesting.
Because because we know that B4 couldn't deal with the knowledge of Data, but yeah, Law certainly could, and maybe Law even maybe LeVar finds LaForge finds Law, asks for him to volunteer his end of life. That's great. Yeah. And then by the end of the season, you get Data. The rest of the season, you get Law. That's cool. I'm for that. And then Lal gets mentioned for once. Because he didn't mention Data's daughter. In a season about Data's daughter.
Yeah, I know.
Brian Fuller? Ugh. Not Brian Fuller. No, Shabon. Michael Shabon.
Shabon, yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's great.
We get running.
I just love him in uniform. I just want to see these guys in uniform, Stuart. It just makes me happy. Oh, now this is interesting because I noticed in this, the guy behind Seven is wearing the Academy. It looked to me like a reuse of the uniform from the Mirror or the alternate universe because they use the grey tops. That's a grey top, and it's not a enlisted. So that might be we have 20 of these. We wasted 18,500 on them. Let's just throw them in. But is Seven a different uniform? No, Seven is. Yeah, she's not in the same uniform. She's not got the neckline.
No, it's like one of the away team jackets. Like
yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for a. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, because she's got the same pip layout in the next bit. With her she loves that rifle, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jerry being all action sounds fun. Sounds fun.
And
then you have
Picard and Beverly
and Beverly.
Diana.
You think that's Diana?
Well, the next shot is, yeah.
Yes, possibly, yeah. But he's also in his late season jacket, or late scene, so we know that's linking in. Yeah, Beverly. I mean, Diana, yeah.
Peter Lukaku throws in $5, so thank you. Hey, really happy with the Discovery-esque style Federation ships. Feel like a natural transition after Nemesis. It feels like a natural transition.
And Terry, showrunner of Picard, I love I can say that, said the music artist of Picard did Fallen Order. That is a great soundtrack. I haven't played the game. I listen to the soundtrack relatively regularly.
And Terry Metalis also said interesting tie-in with that BD-1 droid. This one right here.
Yeah.
What's the tie-in?
Because then he says about the Fallen Order. I just read his. I just got the reference, so he said first. Yeah, I've actually used the Fallen Order in my fan film because I'm like, it's Star Wars, but you don't recognize it if you haven't played the game, and it's really good music. Yeah, good choice. And I believe Terry that you said someone in an interview that this music is in the. It was the same composer. Is this track in the show? Because it's a great track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get to see Beverly in her stasis.
And don't you get the season 1 neutral zone people vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they went ultra old school there. And Picard looking longingly a little bit.
And very smug lore.
Very smug. What does he say in this? Because so he's in the same uniform. No, it isn't. It's a different. It's different. No, it's the same collar. Wait, do I have one over there? Do I have one of those uniforms?
Hold on, I'll find
No, I don't. I have every other uniform. Oh, I just love Brent. He looks so good. Oh, okay. Well, if Terry's still here, Terry, was Brent digitally de-aged at all as Lore? Doesn't have to be, but was he? 'Cause he looks great. It's quite hard to do. Oh.
Yeah, survival. It's human nature.
Yeah, dude, that's going to be my brain the entire time, Stuart, that he's trying to get data back through Lore. That's great. It makes so much sense. And I mean, and also to have, because then you have Geordie acting against Lore and Data. Like his friendship with Data, like he knows he's in there, so yes, that's great. Love it. No de-aging. Yeah, fair enough. He just looks good.
And we get the phaser, and phaser being fired at somebody.
Now, see, this is confusing because it's Starfleet firing Starfleet, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's a stun shot, luckily. But now, why? It's a red jacket, firing an orange. Maybe going to throw a real randomness in. What if, Stuart? What if? And Terry will be like, "Ha! That's wrong, you idiots." Well, fine. What if Beverly is on a medical ship and she's found a plague or something that makes people kill each other, and the baddie wants that and infects the Titan crew, hence the Titan takeover later. So this is Starfleet v Starfleet. There you go. There's the connective
but
tissue.
Terry says he's the most human of androids, like Soji. There's your exclusive. Thank you, Terry. Take that for what it's worth, guys.
Can you see the wheel with the rabbit running in my brain, or the rat?
Yeah.
Ooh, because we know he had the day chip was the motion chip was left.
Damn.
Oh, my brain.
Dynamic
Oh, hi, Joe.
Says, trust no one. Telling you there's a mirror universe incursion. What is a mirror universe incursion?
There's too much normal stuff to deal with.
Hey, Jill47 is here. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Very long time.
Hey, Jill.
We've still been doing the same stuff. Same
Yeah.
reviews. The same good stuff. Oh, the most Android. Maybe Daj and Soji. Well, whoever's alive. Who's the alive one? Daj? No, Soji. Soji's alive. And my camera died.
Yes.
Maybe Soji said, my father's brother who everyone hated, let's give him a synth body and bring him back to life. And I'm doing jazz hands. But yeah. Okay,
well,
so
we're gonna have to
see you in a second.
We'll be right back, guys. So just stay
Skype
with
sucks
us.
a bit.
and we'll be right back with you guys.
Yes. Sorry about that, guys. Just kind of being an annoyance. But yes, people are enjoying the trailer so far. And yes, Terry tells us the showrunner is in the show right now. Yeah, well, I guess we are a show in the chat right now. Being involved, isn't that great? We know that Aaron Waltke of Prodigy is also very involved. He joins our Trekyards lives relatively regularly when Prodigy's on the air. But what a great sign that the showrunners really care about the fans. And I know Terry likes the ships, and this is the place of the ships, so you guys are valued. So hey, that's nice to hear. I did hang on, hand signs you can't see. Oh dear.
And we're back. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that.
People have pointed out it looks like Riker that's firing at the other Starfleet officers.
So. Disagree, but I see why you'd say that. Oh, wrong uniform as well.
And Zachamus says, "Turn on some lights, Terry." To which Terry replies, "Get a better monitor, Zachamus."
Yeah, I mean, and I've said this before. It's also the massive compression of Twitter, site to download from Twitter. Any streaming service will be much higher fidelity, and the black's always the first thing to get compressed. Always. That's a fact. Although it is funny, Game of Thrones was criticised for its night episode, and they said, it's kind of funny, on a high quality monitor you could see, because that's how they filmed it and watched it, but not high quality monitor, it looked terrible. But that's kind of on like, well, if you've got a 7-year-old monitor that's not very good, it's like, well, I mean, you know what I mean? It's a tricky thing. You can't expect to necessarily watch best thing on best monitors or not. So, like they saw it one way, no one else like opponents the same way. Anyway, so shootout, very dramatic. This is going to be super interesting.
Yeah, then more of the Raffi Worf fight.
What do you think, Little Orion? For some reason, the colours, so I think Orion. Don't know why.
Could be.
I don't know why. Picard, early Picard. It's helpful to have two uniforms because you know exactly like when they are in the season. Interesting. Oh, so maybe Riker take now that'd be interesting if thematically, if Riker takes over in the first battle when Time Captain's injured because he takes initiative and then Picard regains his sort of space leg. So by the end. By the end, Picard's now in the center seat of the Titan, kicking the ass. That thematically would make sense. I like that. Yeah. And Matt Borman's comment because it's definitely worth mentioning.
Seeing how excited the people with the screeners are, I'm really looking forward to this season.
Yeah, all those screeners, to all those press people. How many videos are they going to make on every episode? People watching who work on Picard? How many will we make, Stuart? Average.
Every one of them.
But in fairness, Stuart, we both like watching it week by week. That's fun for us. It's just would have been nice at the first one, maybe. Just saying.
Yeah. Or press kit.
Oh God, yeah. Can we have a press kit? We love the low decks ones.
We need two. We need one for each of us.
True.
Can't just get one.
I would seriously drink every week's drink like lives with low decks if I could have one of the low decks drink glasses you got. I would love that.
Yeah.
We do so many goddamn videos. Anyway, more Titan CG, looking good, getting shot to shit. Love it. It's good stuff.
The Titan in motion looks great.
Yeah. No, it does. I mean, I think Doug shared a snippet of a brief, and it was saying the Titan's the most fastest, is the fastest impulse ship in the fleet. And if you're going for sublight maneuverability, you want to zip. There you go. You want to zip.
Yeah.
Now this is another one.
Impulse.
This is 7. Fighting Starfleet is why, again, I think this links to, because, I mean, there's Starfleet, Starfleet pointing the other way, but, like, I don't know, it's weird.
It could be that Starfleet is running from invaders and Seven's trying to shoot them behind them. I don't know.
She's so far away. It's a weirdly framed shot.
Peter Lukaku though throws in $10, so thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
To be honest, looking at this season 3 trailer and 7 seasons of TNG, Picard had a nightmare of a life. Maybe have took the safer choice in Tapestry.
Well, safer, sure. And Joe Torres, honestly, I don't know why you guys aren't invited to premieres. Well, it'd be hard to go, money-wise.
Yeah.
But invited would be nice. But just the press kits would be great. Just those flasks would be nice. We'd love them. We got such an online batch and we love them. But yeah, I'm intrigued by this little firefight here because it seems very violent.
Let me get that shot again of
Center seat Picard.
Deanna with her hand on.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting. Now this confused me. This is a reuse shot I thought from season 2 of them throwing in themselves. Do you recognize that when they were in the corridor? Because that's the shot we focus on for the uniforms. I use this in reference for how long if there are stripes on the legs. This shot.
Yeah.
But maybe it was shot for season 3 when the season 2 trailer was made. Because I think they would have had them shot already. Because this wasn't in season 2. Now I'm thinking about it. When was the ship hit?
Oh, by the Borg, or not by the. There was a lot of explosions going on. Remember?
Yeah, but they were running down a corridor though, and this isn't the same group. I feel like this wasn't used, but this is totally a shot from season 2, or the same shot. I mean, they just done the shot again, but it's cool though. Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Glorious shot of the Titan. Yeah.
And I'm so proud how close we got the model. I mean, I'm seeing this. I'm like, I looked at this thing, as you can imagine. I pixel looked. I love those Basards. It's so rare you get to see the actual domes inside the housing. Because Basards aren't the outer bit. It's the bits inside the inner bit. Or it's the inner bit inside the outer bit. That's why I love when I do fan films where you see those multi-leveled. Anything opaque sucks because it creates refraction and stuff. But I love that little bit of... You gotta know it to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very nice shot. Well lit too.
Yeah, well, it's being lit. Now, I will note something that's weird about the warp coils. If you look, there's it looks like Christmas lights going along the warp nacelles where the coils should be. So it looks like something, because there isn't the blue line. The lines aren't on. There are blinky. So I'm guessing either damage or they've ejected the warp coils. Is that a thing? I don't know. Maybe there's a thing where they got to show the warp coils to the universe. It does a thing. Because the explosion's blue, warp coils are blue. Did I get a point for putting 2 and 2 together?
No.
But there's no blue. The lights aren't on. The outer thingies aren't on.
Terry Metalis says so much work went into those goddamn Basards.
They're nice. They're really nice. I totally want to nick these into cells for another design of put them in another ship. I really, really like them. They're really, really nice.
Scotch. Interesting name. Thank you. $5. Did you see the online discussion on battle stations voiceover during shot of Enterprise F? Any speculation? I haven't seen that online discussion.
Because we came live 20 minutes after we went live, so we've been doing our own discussion the entire time.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, one thing that I noticed from this, I think there's from other shots. There's an I put it on mine just in case. So right underneath the slit impulse engines, there's a circle, which vibes to me it's on the Shangri-La, isn't it? That's why I know it.
Yeah.
And it's like an impulse crystal. There's no glow.
Terry, Shangri-La.
Yes. Do you think there should be glowing like impulse crystals, or do you like they're there but not glowing? Because they're not glowing. You'd see the slight leak of light. Is it good they're not lit? Or should be?
Yeah. I would say yes.
Okay.
Terry does say there is something serious going on within the cells there in that shot. So.
The blue is not on, therefore things are happening. It's a really good shot.
Swiftback throws in $5.
Thank you.
Great Fukin ship porn right there, guys.
Yeah.
F&A.
Yeah.
I think this needs to be a desktop background.
Yeah, the crisp version. Oh, I died again. Damn it. Bloody hell.
Having problems with our video thing tonight. So.
There's one more thing to note here, which I will jump back in and tell you. But they're really nice. I mean, sure, the space shots here are very, very good. They're definitely better than all season 1 of Picard, for sure.
And Terry says Sam impulse crystals aren't real.
Oh, you can't. My face is confused. It's like, what? They are in TMP.
We're gonna have to reestablish video here, so
One
be
sec.
right back, guys.
The impulse crystals lit in the other era. Right, reload Skype because it sucks. No, it's such a great shot. It's energetic. There he is. Okay. Don't know why, guys. Sorry about that.
And we're back again.
But one more thing to note here, Stuart, is that you can actually see visibly, clearly because of the bright lighting, phasable turrets and phaser strips. Like I put them on mine because of course I'm going to put on phaser strips. But yeah, I mean just for the record, guys, it has got both. You can see them very clearly here. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. All right.
And then we have the crew, the together.
In the briefing room
Yes.
of a star. That looks like on the starbase.
No, it's gonna be Titan, isn't it? It's gonna be Titan.
Oh, look at the next picture.
That's not the Titan.
The starbase is behind it.
Well, they could have met them there. Could have met them there.
Yeah.
Ooh, could you imagine, Stuart? Get this. If you're right about those rings holding... I mean, they're holding ships, right? We can see that. But, like, ships, like a buffet of ships. What if they need a new ship in the part 2 and they go and take one?
Well, I'm still hoping it's a museum or something, old ships. That'd be awesome,
one, yeah.
first of all. And if they steal an old ship, that'd be kind of cool.
They steal the Enterprise, but it's not an Enterprise. I mean, maybe. I mean, like you say, there's no other ship in the quadrant, but there's 10 ships in the museum.
Yeah.
We'll go steal one. Because you're right, that is a space dock. So Deanna's in a... Does she have blue shoulders in this? Because there's something weird going with the shoulders. Because Worf has got... You'd think they'd all be in the same style of uniform, just the leather variant. I'm wondering if she actually has blue.
Yeah, it looks...
I hope it's just so dark. I hope it is. Because red really pops.
Hold on just one second.
Yeah. And the fact the badge hits right up to the
People are asking what is Picard's badge there. Well, he's had it the whole time.
Yeah.
And it does look communist a little bit, but I have one right there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the governor of Starfleet Academy. Or of an ilk. A similar title, just not the same name. What do you think about... Yes. Which is weird that he'd used that, because it's like, well, that's not relevant right now, but that's okay. What do you think about his uniform variant? Another uniform variant, Stuart! They can't help but make... Oh,
for Worf's?
No,
I like the look of
Picard.
it. I really do. Looks good.
No, for Picard's. With the things. The texture.
Oh, it also looks good.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, they killed my thing against you. Bloody Romulan spies.
The camera is out again.
See you in a second. It's ridiculous. Skype updated today. It updated to be dead. Ridiculous. R-E. Ridiculous. You can't see what I'm expressing. But...
That's getting annoying right quick.
Yes, it is. But yes, Terry throws in a super knowledge. A showrunner saying something is a super knowledge. It's not super chatting, it's super knowledge. Yes, they're all in their colours. That's fantastic. Oh, I guess technically Picard's not in red, but I guess it's an admiral, so it's unique. But yes, and then but it's weird because Geordie in this shot looks like he's in red, but he's in gold, but he's in Tribune orange, but the lighting is super red. I know that had some people confused, but he's orange in the other trailer. Zzz.
Well, it's yellow, but yeah.
But sorry, yeah, but it's very red in this shot, and we see the red chair, and it's like looks red. But it's so nice to see Beverly and it's the whole team. Oh, that's the point of the sequence, but the whole team.
Yeah.
Okay, make the prediction, Stuart. What episode is this scene going to be in?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know. I know.
Can't.
You can.
I can't.
You could.
All right, I'm going to call it episode 6. Sure, why not? Cosmos says episode 3.
I'm going to say episode 5 right in the middle. I'm going to say episode 5 and a payoff at the end, episode 10. Hoping no one's getting killed. That'd be my guess.
Dustin D says episode 1. BJ says episode 4. So I wanted to say episode 1, but I don't think it's going to be an episode.
Well, Beverly's in cryo.
Yeah.
I think each episode will pick up a guy or a gal. Like, it'll be a case of, like, over the 5, and then 5 is the big, and they have to split off. Because you can imagine, because rustling his team together, and then sending them on missions, and they reconvene at the end. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, Trekyards says space dock behind them, so before they leave. Yeah, but it could be that the ship gets damaged, they need another ship, so they have to go back.
Well, it gets bashed by another ship. It definitely gets damaged. I mean, the Titan gets really screwed.
Yeah. Who knows?
I imagine if Terry has told us what episode it's in just right now. He just threw, it's episode 4.5. So, right?
He's not going to do that.
No, he's not. But imagine if he did. He could. He knows. He knows.
And I love the next shot of Riker and Picard both smiling on the bridge. Make it so. They're going to make it so or engage. I can't.
Engage. I'm assuming this is a reference to Generations, where they have the legacy captain say engage, because it's more like a joke thing. Because they're in the early uniforms when they're still on the tour. They're red alert, but they're not fighting. So, I mean, they're not looking at her. So I'm guessing Todd's maybe standing in the view screen saying, "Do it, Admiral, for old time's sake." I couldn't do that. Riker's like, "You earned it, Jean-Luc. You didn't call me JL. I wouldn't do that." Good. You know. Engage! That's the scene. I wrote it. There you go. Reshoots. Go.
Yeah. Then the whole, are you having fun? No, absolutely not. You? Yeah. It's a good way to end it out. I'm glad they did that. Starfleet boy is here. Hey.
Hey. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And this is a total lie scene, as I said to you earlier. This is the sound effects. The sound effects are so, like, added on that it's an earlier scene. They're in a dry dock. You can see the windows. They're blacked out. I bet you they wanted some dialogues later in the shot, so they had to black out the windows so you didn't see the thing in space dock as they rotoscoped out, because it's just like, it wouldn't be black like this. And they put in laser beams so you think something's happening. That's totally a wonderful lie, and I'm all for it. Totally a lie.
And Jill 47, we don't know how many episodes are represented in the trailer.
I'm gonna guess 6. It was like tiny frames. Yeah. But also, Terry has another answer for us. A tease answer. Which is still an answer.
It's not early. We'll say that.
Good.
There you go.
8.
Could be right.
Payoff.
Episode 6.
Yeah. I think 5 and then leading to 6. I'm so excited to see the interior of the shuttle, though. Because building a shuttle set means they're going to use it. Like, really going to use it. So I'm really excited to see that. Especially if it's the same shuttle as the Type 11 variant, the new one. It's a good shuttle. It's a really solid shuttle. I hope we see more of that. I mean, like, as a hero thing. Do you think then they're going to take... Well, no, I guess they would do, because in Season 2, they warped in with the shuttle. Yeah, they'd have to. They warped in the shuttle to meet Stargazer. I guess we'll have the same thing again with Riker and Picard, and then go into the Titan shuttle bay, which is giant.
Good Tea Nice House throws in $5, so thank you. Can the saucer separate, or is that no longer a thing? It's probably a thing, just might not be on this class of ship. Who knows? Could have separation abilities. Looking at the Shangri-La, I would guess maybe not, but there's a distinct possibility that it could.
You can make anything separate. And if Terry's still here, ask Terry
a phaser fire, yes.
Ask Terry a silly question, but a fun question, sort of for the fans. Which episode of the 10 has a fan moment that you loved seeing happen? Like it could be anything, but like for you, if we look back and say, like episode 4 has a moment I just love, I just adore. It could be literally anything. It could be a line, it could be whatever. Like what would you say episode like to look out for as a fan moment that you love personally?
We'll wait for Terry's answer on that.
It's very unspecific, Stuart. That's a fair question, I think.
And while we do, I'll read Nick Weig, member for 26 months at the rank of commander. So thank you. Metalis says more secret unannounced cameos. DS9? Ooh, be fine with that.
I mean, they could go to DS9. I mean, the precedent's been set in so many other shows. And once you get them back on on contract, it's obviously easier again. They've already brought in Rob Picardo. That was a whole thing that's talked about. Maybe he'll come in. Would make sense. I mean, come on. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. A Kate Mulgrew Janeway thing would be obvious.
And Terry says all 10 episodes have those fan moments for real. It's the cop-out answer, Terry.
Oh, is it though? I mean, how many episodes of Picard had that in season 2? Terry's episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, do you see how proud Dave Blass was of that giant, amazing room of all the stuff, and then they're in a alleyway for most of an episode? Yeah, those episodes are great.
Joe Cronin Show throws in $5. Did they call Picard Admiral or General? Am I crazy?
General.
I never heard General. No.
Also, why is Trekyards still awake? It's 4 a.m.
Why are you still awake? It's 4 a.m.
Because they're not doing a live. I'm doing a live with you. Why are they editing at 4 a.m.?
Because it's Trekyards. They're watching to see what we
Oh.
can glean from the trailer.
All of it, Stuart. We basically worked it out. We worked it out. No, it's a really solid trailer. It's visually, it's fun. It's a lot of the same stuff, but feels like new context. Space shots are great. There's less Titan shots than I'd like, as in the last trailer had that was a real swan song of it, but thematically it makes sense. This is more TNG cast. That was more that. But yeah, I mean, I like a trailer that tells you nothing. It's an art, and it doesn't feel like aligned to us either. You know, like some trailers, they like even with a Marvel no Trek culture, stay, yeah. Feels like, you know, with Marvel they actively change shots to lie. This feels, apart from that last shot, I think they changed that, but it feels like it's very organic. They're just picking things to kind of highlight, but not misleading per se, which I like, because they could do that per se.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peter Lukaku throws in $5.
Thanks so much.
Sorry, got in late on chat, but who is Brent Spiner in this? Lore, as we've already heard. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he could be Data as well. I mean, who's to say? I mean, if you were a betting person, and some people are, if a TNG cast reunion happened, you would, and I'm not judging if they can't do it, whatever, fine, but you would think that you would want to have at least one scene of Data to make it a full reunion. Either be a hologram or a memory engram or something, because then it would be a full... Lore is fantastic to get the whole cast in, yes. But you would think thematically you'd want Data in at some point. Just thematically. Especially with LeVar, you want that relationship with the two of them, that's great. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Trek Culture says we're all about supporting other channels like these dudes.
Yes. Well, we were in your last... we're in like 6 videos. We
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you didn't edit my stuff at all, pretty much. That was great. Thanks. I gave log answers and you kept it. It was great. Yeah.
Lore before Data.
Yeah.
Maybe he is Data Lord.
Yeah. Beta.
Yeah, man.
Beta. No. Or another pseudonym for file size. He's a Giga. He's a Terra. He's Terra, named for Terry Metalis. He's a Terra.
Ooh. Matt Boardman comes in with $10. Thank you so much, Matt. I think you guys know that I'm already excited for this season, but this trailer really dialed up the excitement even more. Thanks for the review of it. And anybody that's watching, make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell icon.
Yes.
Catch all of our reviews, breakdowns, first reactions,
Yes.
and then all the edited ship content and everything else, which I think we're going to be busy this season.
Yes.
With ship content.
Oh no.
So it's such a bad thing, yeah.
Such a bad thing.
I'm going to get all my sleep now.
I've been trying and I've been failing because my other clients want me to work until many hours of the night. No, yeah, it's I'm very mentally prepared to be hit over the head with Trekyards material in episode 1.
I hope so.
Yeah, but also season 1 and 2 of Picard was so filled with lore, either breaking, silliness, or coolness that we have to talk about. Other shows not so much, and were difficult to do as many videos on. Like first season Picard, I mean, if you recall, Stuart, 2 videos a day.
Yep.
That's how much there was just because, as we talked about afterwards, there was 50 story threads, 6 got paid off.
Yeah.
It was that sort of ratio. It was astounding. Season 2.
We did a live about the threads that went nowhere, which was quite interesting. So
that was great.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to do the same sort of breakdown on this because unlike those other shows, like Rios only has so much to talk about. When you see LeVar, like any line, any logical continuation, like they thought it through, it'll link together. Like that stuff will be worth looking at in detail just to kind of explore the legacy, because we fundamentally we're looking at not just 1 year of season of Trek, we're also filling in 20 years of arguably the most important cast in all of Star Trek. Like that's big. Yeah, obviously.
And guys, we have 345 likes. Can we get 350? Mm-hmm. Well, now we only need 4 more. We have 346. Terry, have you hit that like button? Because we're gonna like your content probably. So
Terry likes like, yeah, that's funny. It's free. That's true. Will Guinan come back? I feel like she'll be in it. The first episode, I feel like they'll go to a bar.
Yeah, maybe.
Because we know he's eating dinner in somewhere. Because that would count as one of the cameos. Because they filmed seasons 2 and 3 back to back, so they already had Guinan set standing. Whoopi was filming. They filmed the next day from 2 and 3. So assuming they filmed it roughly in order, they would have filmed Whoopi that week. Just come in on Monday, film a scene in the first episode. That'd be nice.
Yeah. So fun fact, we hit 350 and then it jumped down to 349 and then it went back up to 353. So thank you for everybody that's hit the like button.
But yeah, I think Guinan will make an appearance because that'll be one of the big cameos. In fact, maybe even they'll go so far as to have Guinan and someone else in the restaurant in the first episode. Start with somebody. Maybe he's having Oh, wouldn't it be so cute if just like Janeway in Prodigy gets one of the refugees, helps her. What if like somebody goes up to Picard's table in Guinan's bar and says, "Admiral Picard, yes, I was on my dad was on Stargazer and I'm this, like some moment to reassess him as like he's chill now, he's happy to be a legacy captain. People know him, unlike season 1 where the guy's like, who? Legendary captain of the flagship for 20 years. How do you spell that? It's like, right.
Yeah.
History class. You learned about him in history. Class. At the academy last year, sir. Oh. Study better. It's not a good scene. It's funny. It's not a good scene, though. Doesn't make sense. Like, everyone knows Kirk, right? Everyone will always know Kirk. It's like knowing Churchill for England. Like, it's a historical figure you always know about.
Never heard of any of these people you're talking about. What's happening? Oh. Matt Borman says the big question is, will we get any Lieutenant Jaya this season?
Lieutenant Jaya, I think it's the late Kaylee, the TNG cameo lady who's in or the background lady who's in everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, who's Captain Enterprise F? That's a good point. I've not really even thought about it too much, because...
How much is the Enterprise F even in it?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Not much. I mean, Worf certainly doesn't make... I mean, Pacifist Worf, not a Captain the F. Come on. We said it was never going to be, but not that structurally. Wouldn't make sense. Riker certainly wouldn't make... Well... Ooh, imagine if he's given command of the F at the end. At retirement to be the F captain. That's kind of interesting. I mean, he's not old. They ever play how old Picard is? He's only like in his 90s, and Picard is in his 100s. Like, everyone's older than that. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need that, obviously, but I wouldn't be against it. I mean, because he'll be captain for 5 years. He's fine. You know, he'll be fine for 5 years.
Will we get a JL nickname? Hopefully not.
Yes.
Is Moriarty a hologram or is it a golem? Oh, interesting question.
I thought he sort of appears in the scene in the first trailer.
It's going to be interesting to see how he plays into it for sure. I am excited for that. Riker seems evil. Does he, though? I don't know. BJ Chiron, $2. I'll give season 3 a chance for old time's sake. Oh, yes, you should. Cornelius Iron. Kelsey Grammer, captain of the Enterprise F. Captain Bateson. Hey, that'd be cool. I would love to see that.
Yeah, it's different. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Voyager people, that's interesting. Oh, imagine Captain Harry Kim. The ultimate promotion. That's actually interesting.
That'd be great.
Garrett Wang he's been holding on to. He's an Enterprise captain. Because there's only, 4... Well, I mean, the C and the D. There's like 5 Enterprise captains. You got William Shatner, a guy from Ferris Bueller. I know that's how people know him. Rachel Garrett, don't know what she did apart from that. And then Garrett Wang. That'd be great. And then the Enterprise F spin-off is Garrett Wang, captain of the Enterprise F. That's great. Terry reshoots. Go.
Dynamark Films says, I keep telling you, don't discount the Mirror Universe idea.
Yes, we're discounting it. No, there's no Mirror Universe. Why would you think that? No. There's nothing in it that's Mirror Universe. Terry, it's too unnecessary.
Ooh, I like Vanilla Pet's idea. Captain Robin Luffler. Yes.
Yeah. That'd be interesting actually. Rule number 64: when you meet Picard again, shake his hand.
Yeah.
And then Wesley comes in and they make out. It's like rule number 177: when a traveler comes to kiss you, you kiss him back. And he's like, these are very specific rules. I have a very odd life. Great. Okay. No, it's not enough. Dynamic films.
Well,
not enough. So circumstantial.
The Trek reviewer says you forgot Pike. What do you mean we forgot Pike?
Oh, of the Enterprise. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And April. I mean, by that logic, and Archer. But yes, I meant of the modern iteration of the Connie onwards. But yes. Conspiracy bugs. I mean, yes. Yeah, it's a weird one to bring back for Starfleet versus Starfleet. It's logical, but it's too small. As in, because then the whole season's Starfleet v Starfleet, which in fairness is very Wrath of Khan. Ships versus ships. We've had no other battle scenes with ships versus ships like that. Oh, I get. Well, no, they do. Maybe they shoot the nacelle blowing up his ship. I don't know. That feels the wrong zoned. Although, was Conspiracy the end of season? No, it was the next to season end. It was then there was Neutral Zone.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be the finale, but they bumped it. But
structurally that works.
Don't know if I need them back. I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, at some point, yes, please do. Like, that's a great thematic, but boy, that's a payoff to do. Oh yeah, Demora. Bring back Demora. Oh, that's kind of cute. Demora Sulu got an Enterprise. Jacqueline Quinn's still around. How old is Jacqueline Quinn now? She's lovely, by the way. I had a nice interview there. I mean, it's on the channel. You can watch it. Considering she was only in for like 3 days doing Star Trek, she's very nice about it.
Yeah. Hashtag butt bugs. Lower Decks has foretold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
360 likes. That's awesome.
What?
Can we hit 375? No, that's asking for a like. It's another 15 likes, but
Demora Sulu.
if you watch this after the fact and it's not live anymore,
Yeah, that's what
make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget about super thanks.
We could do with a couple, of course.
Yeah.
She is currently 57.
Perfect age for a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Check on IMDb. Enterprise F captain. Oops. Oops. I mean, she's acting infrequently, but she's in things and bobs. Yeah, I'd like to. Be kind of cute for Sulu at the.
Yeah, it'd kind of be a nice callback. Yeah. Captain Barclay is at Starfleet Academy or Starfleet Research. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Cosmo. That's what we're saying. Oh, Demora wouldn't be too old. She was like in her 20s in Generations. Yeah, well.
I'll put her about 100.
Yeah, I guess Picard. Yeah, well, I guess.
So here's all the evidence.
It's because Jacqueline's obviously younger.
Here's all the evidence for Mirror Universe. Beverly says trust no one. Doesn't mean anything. The new kid asks if anyone is the same.
That's because he hasn't seen them in 20 years.
Remember, that's because they change over time. Yeah, it's about time, not anything else. Raffi's eyes are like Lorca. That was never a fucking thing to begin with.
It's also a different device. It's got glitters. It's a drug thing. You can see it's a drug thing.
Stupid. Starfleet firing upon other Starfleet.
Maybe. Not confirmed. Except one shot. But that could be something.
Different uniforms and badge shifting. Okay. Star Trek Online literally right now running a mirror campaign with the current version of Beverly Crusher. Yeah, they're not going to tie that in. Sorry.
If they were that well prepped, they had the Titan like ready to launch when season 3 began. Stargazer wasn't ready when Picard launched. They're never that far. They don't plan that far. They can't unison in that. By that logic, Vija's back as well, because the Vijas have mirror Vija storyline. And Wesley, I mean, first Wesley was back, but that's I think Wesley was back because he came back for.
Yeah.
Like I guess like they're all points, fine, but they're all very easily answerable by other things.
Yeah.
Oh, Trek culture is an interesting side theory.
I think my favorite theory tonight is waking Moriarty to fight Lore, and he was created to defeat Data after all. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, that's a good one.
That is good.
Well, he wasn't created to defeat Data. That's how it turned out. Because Geordi misspoke. I like that idea, though. That's good. All right. Well, 362 for likes. I don't think we're going to hit 375. At least not on the live. People watching it after the fact, maybe.
Right. Where is I'm trying to.
Wait. 709 looks better now than she did in the 90s in Voyager. If you think so, sure. Ro could show up with her new bow, Thomas Riker. Well, Ro and Riker did kind of have a thing, so sure, why not?
All of the chemistry. Chemistry.
Zachary says, I say 7 or Harry Kim are captain of the Enterprise. Well, 7 won't be because she's a commander.
And she got promoted like recently. Although if 3 years is true, then 3 years. I mean, if you want to put 7 as a Enterprise captain, then I need a Voyager season 8. Like I want what I just did here. Like I need her to do a whole Janeway Admiral, and you know what I mean. Like I wouldn't want her as the captain only. She's kind of improved by who's around her, who she relates to. So I'd want to see everyone else come back for that show, which is great.
Yeah. But Olivia throws in $2 and says, Sam, # justice for Julia's class.
Vanilla Pat says, yeah, when we were gone.
Olivia, though, seriously, you haven't said one word about the Ring Ship episode since it's been released, so I'm kind of disappointed.
On live, anyway. Yes.
You kept pushing for it, and you haven't told us one way or the other whether you liked it. So.
On live, anyway, yes. It came out.
I haven't seen it even in the chat, so.
It was cool.
Anyhow.
There's some, the Enterprise D shot's cool.
Peter Lukaku, $10. Thoughts on what
you.
legacy character is kicking the bucket? Why does somebody have to die?
Well, because Data died the first season, Q the second season. That's why. There's very strong precedence, and Data then a nemesis. So so Data one time, Data second time, and then Q.
Nobody.
I mean Picard, but he also died.
Yeah. Deanna, she can go.
I like Deanna. I mean, none of them. You don't kill any of them. That's the obvious answer. Why would you? There's nothing gained by killing them. Daniel's Hot Topics. When am I going to get my Station 31 show? Hopefully never. It's not a good idea for a show.
Trekyards says still happening according to Paramount. Yes, just like the Star for the Academy show, which has been happening since the 80s.
Yes. Just like Star Trek 4 that they announced 5 directors.
Star Trek 4.
Because remember...
I think your video froze again.
No, it's fine. Remember, as long as one person in one office sent one email saying, I still want to make a show, it's technically still in development.
Yeah.
Technically, they're not lying. Even though there's no money, no budget, no writer, might be writer on the Section 31, but it's like there's always spec scripts getting made, always. It's like at one point, Nicholas Meyer was on production making Khan, and then it got cancelled or not picked up, and then an audio thing. Like, it doesn't mean anything until they film it because there's not the interest, really, especially not in that era.
Yeah. Yep. The news was off the back of Michelle Yeoh, new best. Of course, that's when they'll bring it up, whenever it's relevant.
Yeah. We want free press.
What about the Quentin Tarantino Star Trek? It's not going to happen, guys. Relax.
And besides, Michelle Yeoh would then charge way more. Which she should do now.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay. I mean, she's now more of a draw, I suppose, but, you know, it's like, yeah, I just don't know what I should.
All right, guys.
I mean, honestly, if we can get another $22, final round super chats, 194 people. If 10 people can throw in a 5, that'd be great. That's obviously high, but I mean, 50 would be great to end on. Honestly, we've got up there a bit. So final super chat sniper will be really, really nice. We've just done a 3-hour live. It is now 4:30 in the morning for me. I'm clearly awake because I'm fucking heavily caffeinated because I have to be for you guys. So you know, 10 5s would be amazing.
It's only 11:30 here.
Yeah. This is later than your late night live as well. So you'd finished like nowish or half an hour.
No, usually I go 2 hours, so I usually start at 10, usually finish around 12. Usually finishing around now. Yes.
I remember 3 to 5. Yeah. But the poll I asked an hour ago, it just swapped over. 207 votes based on this trailer and the online vibes. Well, should Terry tell us? Season 3 showrunner. Make another Trek show. 57% yeah. And that's having not only seen a little bit of his work. 57% yes. 35% wait and see. And only 8% nah. Again, a great turnout for positive vibes. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Jake LeMountain throws in $5 for super chat.
Thank you.
By the way,
Starting the call.
Good to see you. Thank you so much, Jake. And
I guess I will. I mean, this is not ending, but we'll wait for those super chats. But I'll see you tomorrow as well for doing the editor review of this. I guess a short version.
Oh, sure.
Because no one wants to watch a 3-hour live, etc.
That's true.
I need to break down these single images and try and do comparison renders, etc. Yay!
Cool.
Yes. But that'll be fun. And then how long left? It's under 3 weeks, isn't it? It's
Terry says 8% of you can suck it. Or the 8% that said, nah, new showrunners, please.
I mean, this is a good ratio. But yeah, I mean, 8% can always suck it. I mean,
we always get the ones that just go against the grain and vote.
But in fairness, I mean, some people just want a new Trek that isn't linked to any canon. The fact this is very canon heavy could be an off-putting, right? Because some people think Discovery Season 1 is the best season because it's brand new and it's not. And I know, right? Yeah. And it's like, but if you love canon, it's really not. If you don't love canon, it really could be. So, and then some people hate Lower Decks. And it's like, really? So, not everyone likes everything. And this is certainly a canon-filled legacy show because we want to give them one last hurrah. And unlike a movie where it'd obviously have to be the Data and Picard show, that's the Deanna gets sidelined, Worf gets sidelined, Troy gets sidelined, they all get season. Everyone gets some time to shine. Everyone. That's how you do it. I mean, that's how you do it.
This is the way.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. We'll try. Yes, UK has one time zone. Yeah. Oh, my thing died. There we go. Okay, one more go on the sun, Stuart. I'll see you in a second, then we'll start to close out.
Okay.
Cut him off. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. Are you going to load again? Okay. Yes, final 45, if we could, would be superb. Would help us out tremendously as we're right at the end of the month. Actually, question to everybody. I know I did the first fan film in the world in the Picard era. Who would like to see me make more fan films in the Picard era? Maybe on the Titan. Who knows? That's kind of hard, but maybe on the Titan. Who knows? Say down in the chat who would like me to make some more.
Peter Lukaku, $2 for Squadra Course.
Oh,
ooh,
nice. But Vanilla has a great comment / question. They've been saying this season is like passing the torch. Who are they passing the torch to?
They should have been passing it to Rios and those guys, but they screwed up the order.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I assume Geordie's kids because they're the children. Seven's younger than them, so Seven would be logical. But the thing is, it could just be thematically. You know, if suddenly, I mean, Riker has a kid who is gonna be over 18 now in the logic of in the year of the show. Yeah, yeah. So she could be a part now, not necessarily the actress, but the thing. So Riker's kid, you've got, if that is Picard's new kid, there you go, Picard's new kid. Seela's kid, played by Denise Crosby. 3 generations of Denise Crosby. But she went through an age machine and she looked Denise Crosby aged. I want Seela! Damn it! You want Seela! Seela spin-off.
I want Seela's daughter.
Played by Denise Crosby.
No.
Every generation of Denise Crosby is Denise Crosby, Stuart. Her family gets younger, she always gets older. It's a Benjamin Button of universes. I don't want Seela. Like, give us some reasons. Is she the president of the... Is she president of the Romulan New Star Empire? Tell me! Oh, yes. You can have Worf's child never mentioned again. His adopted son.
Oh, Jeremy?
Jeremy Astor. Adler Astor. Hey, Star.
Astor.
What if that's the guy, the other guy in the battle with Raffi? What if he brings his kid? Who's not his kid, but his kid. Ooh.
No.
Oh, Paul says doing a fan film Picard era as we speak. Damn, son. Is that going to be publicised beforehand? I did get there first, but I look forward to seeing what you're going to do. What ship are you on? Because you can be anything. That's exciting. Because the uniforms are crazy to get now. Like, very easy to get. Kind of surprised you haven't got one yet, Stuart. Because they're crazy to get. You haven't looked.
No.
Fair enough.
Not quite my vibe.
Fair enough. Final $3, guys. Final $3. If you could.
Yeah.
Zachary. This is Captain Cena of the Starship Enterprise.
And we're only 5 likes away from that 370 I asked for earlier. So if you haven't hit the like button, there's 5 of you. Hit the like button.
Yes.
Peter Lukaku, $5. Is there a rumor of Picard season 4, or will it be a spin-off? They've said we'd like to do another season or a movie
of something,
but yeah, I don't know what they're going to do.
All fan feedback. I mean, you can tell the season 2 feedback wasn't great. Season 1 feedback wasn't great. So if this suddenly is great, who knows? I mean, clearly all these actors are still able to return. Geordie and Brent, and like they're still all perfectly when they're able to come in. And I wanted to... Slim Jim. Is that Law in the trailer? Why is he so old? Why wouldn't he be? I mean, he had an emotion chip. And there's he wanted to age naturally. I mean, there's a billion reasons. It's super easy.
Barely an inconvenience. Matt Boardman, $5. How about $5?
That is.
Thank you, Matt.
Paul says, yes, practical effects. It will explain how we got the USS Nog in Discovery. Oh. By practical, do you mean practical ships? Because that's ballsy to do. I guess the ships aren't moving very much because motion control is really difficult. And I mean practical bridges, because those bridges are big and shiny. A lot of metal to put down, or wood that you paint shiny, I guess. Which I guess they did in Picard.
Yeah. Well, guys.
Yeah.
I think we'll call it there. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Hit that like button before you leave if you haven't. Subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed and notified.
Yes.
And if you're watching this after the fact, again, hit that like button. And super thanks if you're able to. Let's try to... super thanks out of this one.
And it's funny because, you know, we've been going 3 hours and 14 minutes. The trailer came out 3 hours and 34 minutes ago. We were that on this. That's pretty rare for us, but I want to stay up. And thank you for Terry Metalis, showrunner of Picard, for showing up.
Loved him showing up. That was awesome.
Didn't have to, although I guess we're people live right now, which is great. Cool. Good for us. Good positive reaction. We look forward to seeing more. And we look forward to you seeing us seeing more. Words.
All those things he said.
Yes.
So until next time, he is Commander Cockings.
He is Captain Foley. That was Trek Culture. That was Terry Metalis. That was Matt Baldwin. All of our great people.
And Tyler Luster, who is also Fleet Paul Swiftback, puts in $5. I'll see 5 and give you 5 more.
And Aravis. How do you say that?
Avarice
Animations says nice things. Thank you. Good night, guys.